All right, and we're back for another thrilling and enchanting episode of the Demolition Force. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited for another adventure that we have right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that just now. So please, if you get a chance, go ahead and check out not only our streams every single day, seemingly on our Twitch channel, either on that, Pop Culture Cosmos, or as well YouTube, Pop Culture Cosmos, or Facebook, Pop Culture Cosmos. Please follow us on any one of those outlets. We truly appreciate you doing so. But before we get into today's game, I want to go ahead and turn it over to our awesome who have some great and amazing games you need to follow, whether it's right here on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or on their own podcast channels. So first up is one of our awesome DMs, and we'll start with Melinda.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm Melinda, and I run... well, I don't say I want to say I run. I look after Fridays on Pop Culture Cosmos. So I run...
Do you try to control the chaos?
I sometimes succeed, sometimes I don't, but I try hard. That counts for something, right?
Sure does.
So I run two shows. One is called Wizards and Wine, which is a fully produced podcast that you can pick up anywhere that you like to grab your podcasts from. We're a group of girls who've been gaming together for about 3 years, podcasting for the last 2. We just kicked off our 3rd season. We're running through Tomb of Annihilation. Spoiler alert, at least 2 character deaths so far. I don't want to talk about anything beyond that because spoilers. There possibly is another one, though. Spoilers. And I'm also running Warlocks and Whiskey, where the fellas get to come and join a couple of the girls for some one-shots. We just kicked off the cycle of Cerberus, and I am very poorly pronouncing Greek names and places, but luckily I have Andrew and Mitch to help me through that. So, yeah, if any of that sounds like fun, we really do just kind of do it for the lulz, and I'm still learning rules and things like that. So if you want to learn along with me, make sure you join us on Fridays.
Oh, that's awesome. Please check that out every single Friday. She's got great games going on there each and every week. I know as well, Rob has some great stuff on his Amazing Tuesdays. Is that correct?
I do. If you enjoy a lot of heavy RP and you're obviously turning it into a channel like this, that means that you're in the right kind of spot. The wonderful Pop Culture Cosmos has given the opportunity to play with nothing but DMs. So it's a bunch of people that really know what they're doing, really streamlined combat and fantastic role.
Sorry, Rob. Have you actually met us?
Yeah, right.
We really know what we're doing.
Was that because I didn't play last week?
It was amazing. I didn't want to bring it up, but
okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, no, if you like all the stuff that we're doing, here's a really good place to catch some of the guys just kind of letting their hair down and having a really fun adventure with me. That's every Tuesday, and you can also catch me at Vampires and Vitae, which is if you're into D&D, but you maybe see too much of the content when it comes to D&D specifically, you want to try something a little bit different, come check me out again. That is in Vampires and Vitae. It drops every Friday. You can find all of our information from the Reddit, any place that you get your podcast.
Well, that's awesome indeed. Check that out. Again, every Tuesday we have a great adventure with the continuously never-ending Rob's Amazing One-Shot.
Yeah, I think right now it's technically called Beavers Have Teeth 2. I mean...
okay. Yeah, there you go.
That
sounds good.
Yeah, always looking for better names, but that was the one that was brought up last week.
Oh, dear.
Whatever works. Whatever works. Yeah. But I wanted to go ahead and thank you for that. You've had great games as well, as long as Melinda. I've had an awesome time watching and also participating in them. But there's also some reckless moves in mind. And I know Michael has reckless moves at recklessmoves.com coming up tonight at 8 p.m.
That's right. Every Monday night, 8 o'clock. The schedule and drops are at recklessmoves.com. Tonight, we'll find out if we can find the soul of Mark Quayle to return him to his body so he can be resurrected.
Oh.
Ooh, very interesting indeed. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that when it drops tonight at 8 p.m. He's always got some great things going on there. And I know Mitch is not available today, but please check out his games during the weekend here on all the Pop Culture Cosmos channels, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. But Andrew's got a great game going on right now on Wednesdays. Is that not correct, sir?
Oh, that sounds accurate, Gerald. Boy Andrew here. I run Wednesday's games. We have Tales of the Yawning Portal, the White Plume Mountain. It's a crazy adventure. It's inside of a volcano. There's mud pits, huge giant crabs, crayfish, all sorts of stuff. So come check it out.
All right, that's awesome indeed. Please, that's a great adventure. I watch every time out, so please be part of that adventure today on Wednesdays. Or you can check out any of the backlog of amazing RPGs each and every time out on our Twitch channel, even when we're not live. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can see right here on our Twitch channel, YouTube channel, and Facebook channel as well. But before I turn it over to Roger, I wanted to ask you this. Is it true we earned 3,000 extra experience points for last week?
Oh,
Yes.
Did we level?
Wow. So I'm going to add that in there. Oh my gosh, that's a big score for us. We must have earned it somehow. Must have
Well,
been a
I
bribe
gave
in there
out-
somewhere.
I gave out experience points for the creatures that you didn't fight.
Okay.
Just I'm trying to discourage murder hobo activity. So if you can figure out a way to avoid a fight, I'm still going to give you the XP for the creatures that you avoided.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The Duke way of life
I was about to
perseveres.
I was-
All
I
right.
was
Sounds
about
good
say,
to me.
We do have
But
a Duke.
again, we are going to have a great adventure. I truly appreciate everyone being a part of it. So without further delay, let's get into it right now with our awesome DM, Roger.
Thank you for the kind words. I don't quite see me that way, but
Well, I'm just trying to avoid the TPK. That's what I'm trying to do.
buttering up the DM never hurts.
You know I try to do it every week.
All right. So last week, what did we do?
Shopping
You
spree.
you guys had a shopping spree.
Did we ever?
Excuse me. You were in the town of Burdusk and bought a whole bunch of crap, spent a whole bunch of money, most of your money.
Mine almost had
I
a heart
think-
attack.
Yeah. But that was while you were waiting to meet with the High Lady Cerelia Dragonbreast, who is the leader of this town. And she is also the leader of the Harpers, which some of you met back in Greenest. You met some of the Harpers. So you did the shopping spree. You went back to the tavern. Did not have a drinking contest because we have put that to rest. And
Hey, bugbears can hold their liquor. What can I say?
yeah. Unfortunately, she couldn't stay alive. So
Yeah, there's that.
yeah, just that
I
little.
always have bad luck. I always have bad luck with my characters.
All right,
You don't need to rub it in.
let's show you where you are.
I always need like 20 back just in case.
Yeah, right. God, if you played Melinda's game, you need at least 20.
Yeah.
No, if I played Melinda's game, I probably need at least 100.
Yeah, right.
Ruthless, I tell you. Ruthless.
Before we leave this tavern, though, I do want to go to the tavern keep that I made friends with the other day. There's
Okay.
a couple things that they're small,
So-
but I would like to talk to them.
Can everybody see the map?
Well, didn't everybody like retire for the night, or
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't drink with me. I remember that very, very clearly.
So this is where you guys are here at the town of Burdusk. And down here is where that camp was with the army, basically, that General G'day and his group went to make
I hope they're
frontal
having a good
assault.
day and not a bad day.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? So we're going back to the tavern. Where did I put the tavern? Not that one. I always have the problem of too many maps. I don't remember if this was the one that we were using. I don't think it was.
Oh, the rumor map.
I don't think we
No.
were in the tavern.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
think we used the map. We were just on the town of Burdusk.
Okay. This one.
Yes.
Got too many maps. There we go. And then we just RP'd
We're down here.
it. All right. At least somebody remembers some stuff. So, Imbibe, if there's something you would like to do before turning in, let's
Yes,
get to it.
I will go up to the. What was the barkeep's name? I'm sorry, I did forget that.
Just a second here.
I would remember that he is a dwarf.
Oh, I didn't write it there. I wrote down where I got the thing from.
Oh, yes, I have that +1 great axe now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The tavern has food, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool, no problem.
Don't know. I had it somewhere.
Just call
His
him
name
Fred.
is Guy Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Guy Fieri.
Guy
He has amazing hair.
Dwarfairy.
Oh, my Lord.
And this is
He's
the
a-
best diner, drive-in, and dive in
Yeah,
Burdusk.
right. He's a dwarf with frosted tips. Naturally.
Yes, he is.
They just
And he's
grow
got
that
a
way?
sweet goatee,
Yeah, that's what.
and his shirt has flames on it.
Yeah, that is definitely why he loved my eyebrow. It's fantastic. All right, Guy. I come downstairs and like sit like both hands, 6 fingers on the bar. So,
All right.
So, I need a few things. They're simple, but they're very specific. There, you have a giant steak in the back, like a big slab of meat.
I believe I do.
There, yeah, that's fantastic. There, I also have some of the amazing moonshine that the dwarves make from the homelands, if you know, right from the middle of the mountain.
Keep
Stronger
your
the
voice
better.
down. Keep your voice down.
I
What are you
know.
trying to do? You're
I
trying
know.
to start something in here.
I know.
Of course I've got it, but nobody's supposed to know.
All right. Could you see it your way to part with an entire bottle of it?
Whole bottle.
A whole bottle.
What are you going to do with that?
It has to do with the steak. I'd also need an apple box. Do you have one of those?
Just like the wooden crates that they sometimes come in.
Yeah, perfectly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I believe I've got a stack of them out back.
All right, so you got the steak. We have the. And I hush my voice.
Imbibe, you're 3 for 3. Ask for a hamster. Or a weasel.
Let me finish. I'm going somewhere with this. All of this.
Sure.
All right. So we got the steak. We have the moonshine. And we have the apple box. I also know that every once in a while you deal with some very strange goods. Is it possible that you've ever come across a potion of giantness?
No, I haven't come across any magical potions like that.
That's the least of my concerns. It's fine. The steak and the moonshine is quite, and the apple box. The apple box is key. All right. But you have those 3 things. I also have one more question for you. Who's the best toy maker in town?
Don't know.
I'll
I
ask.
don't know that off the top of my head.
I'll ask around.
Yeah, good idea.
All right. So I wait for my steak, and if he is going to give me the bottle, whatever it cost.
So the steak is going to be 2 gold.
Okay.
The bottle is going to be 10.
That's completely fair. Probably a great
And-
price.
the crate, you can walk around back and pick up as many of them as you want. There's
Oh.
like 20 of them back there.
All right, I'm only gonna get one, and that's what I do at the tavern. As we move around the town, I have other things to do.
All right. Anyone else? I will take that silence as a no.
Maddie may
So-
need some more peaches, but that doesn't need to come up right now.
Okay. So everyone retires for the night.
Speaking of which, speaking of peaches, did someone grab the seeds for the peach trees off her?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember somebody doing that actually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I listed them.
I think
Yeah.
I
so.
listed
really?
everything that was
Yeah.
in her inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody should have it. It might be Doug.
That is right. That's who did it. It was your old character, James, with the seeds. That was really. I think Duke does have it because it was a really sweet moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we were going to plant them around our house, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna bring them. We're gonna bring them back to our mansion.
Yeah, back to Fandover.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys all get a nice long rest.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And in the morning you come down. The place is still busy. This place seems to be always busy. Is there anything you need to do in the morning
That's a bit personal.
before heading up to the castle?
Well, before I leave this town, I'm going to do things, but it can be at the very end. It's fine.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm just training with my retainers before the meeting.
Okay. I got to get a drink. My allergies are killing me. All this pollen lately.
Oh man, 2 days ago, I almost crashed my car. I was sneezing so much.
If you ever do crash, tell them that's what happened.
Right? Sneezed. My heart stopped.
I had a friend who was an insurance adjuster, and he said, yeah, that'll hold up in court because you literally can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze, and you can't stop it sometimes. It's a little words to the wise.
Right?
Helpful hints from Heloise here
Yeah,
in
right.
D&D Corner.
It's not just entertaining; it's also informative.
Educational.
Right?
That's funny.
So you guys are going to head up to the castle then?
Yes.
I believe that sounds correct.
All right. Do. So unfortunately, they did not give me a description of the castle, but this place is huge, very large. It is surrounded with walls, and each one of the little circles there is a guard tower at the walls, and then the keep in the center. Sorry. So as you approach, the guards remember you from yesterday because you guys are hard to forget. And
What gave you that idea?
you are a motley crew. Not the motley crew, but a motley crew.
Of that.
Perhaps someday we could be the Motley Crew.
I think you need at least one bard for that. We need Kelly to come back. Or we need another player who will play a bard.
Aw, Kelly, if you're listening, man, we miss you.
We do.
Yeah.
These guys definitely need a bard. So you get to the gates. The guards remember you. They know that you do have an appointment today. And they let you in. So you go in through the main gate and you approach the keep. And the guard tells you, you all are going to meet the High Lady Cerelia Dragonbreast. You need to treat her as royalty because that's what she is here to
So-
us act accordingly, or you will suffer consequences. Just letting you know, not a threat. It's just the way things are.
Ozrak is looking at everybody and nods his head.
I tuck my hands underneath my shield.
Put them away so you don't use them.
Yep. Like a 4-year-old in a China shop.
That is very proactive, Sir Imbibe.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes I just don't know what to do with my hands. I feel afraid.
So they make you stand there for a little while because you're a little bit early. And you just standing inside the keep walls, but outside of the actual main doors to the keep. The front of the building is about 80 feet high. Has large double doors that are like heavy wooden doors with iron bands. Big handles on them, like the big wrought iron handles, and huge like locks that you can see that lock from the inside. And when the time comes, a small lady comes and just pushes the door open like it's nothing, like it weighs absolutely nothing, and says, "You can come in now. We will show you down to the High Lady's chambers."
As I'm walking by, I just like, how old is she? Like older or younger?
She's a halfling, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
She looks like she's maybe middle-aged.
Imbibe's so dumb. He thinks that the doors actually weigh what they weigh and are not on perfect hinges. So he's just like, "You're quite strong. Look at you. You're very impressive."
Imbibe, if I had a peach, I would give you one so you could give it to her. It might help.
Have you seen her? Did you see the size of the door?
I did. It was impressive.
She could push over a mountain. She could.
Probably.
I will just walk.
Ozrak just chuckles.
Yeah. I walk by with admiration in my eyes.
Ozrak understands the properties of oil and lubrication on hinges. Had properly built things that would be in castles and royal keeps.
Destroy the illusion, though.
Yeah, you know, that goes way over Imbibe's head.
So you're led through several long hallways that are surprisingly nondescript. The walls and floors all look the same. There are no windows. They're regular hanging chandeliers that are all spaced perfectly and are all identical. Through the halls, there are doors. Each is a large, heavy wooden door with heavy iron bands across them. And they too are evenly spaced and identical. After walking for about 10 minutes through all these different halls, you're led through one of these doors that leads to a staircase going down. It goes down for about 100 feet and stops at a short hallway with gigantic double doors, similar to the ones that you saw at the entrance to the keep. These doors literally look like they were made for giants. One of the guards that has been leading you here stops the party, knocks on the door with the pommel of his sword in a sporadic pattern while moving his sword to different places for each tap. There's a pause of about 30 seconds, and the doors begin to open. You see before you a great hall. This hall is massive. It's about 300 feet long, about 200 feet wide, with square pillars evenly spaced along each side. The guard tells you to proceed, and he, along with his complement, start back up the stairs. As you enter the hall, you see 12 guards just inside the doors. There's 6 on each side. And there are statues placed along the perimeter walls, 2 different types. One is a knight wearing full plate and holding a great sword. And the other looks like a mage or a priest dressed in ornate robes with the head bowed, but the hands look as if they may be in the process of forming a spell. None of the statues are moving or showing signs of being anything but stone statues. But there are groups of guards that are very much alive, watching you as you pass them. They don't move except for their eyes watching you intently as you proceed through the hall. At the end of the hall, you see a raised dais with a large seat on top. There's a woman standing in front of the seat watching you approach. She's a half-elf woman with a slender build, long blonde hair, and even from a distance, you could see her bright green eyes. She does seem to be wearing some type of armor, but it looks more ornate and is probably ceremonial. The scimitar she has on her side looks quite deadly, though. At the bottom of the dais, there are 6 men spaced evenly around the front of the stairs. Each one is dressed similarly, but not identical. They're each wearing different patterns of the same color scheme, and each one carries a rapier on his side. Once you get within 20 feet of the stairs, the 2 men in front move slightly to the center, as if to tell you you may not pass. The lady at the top then speaks up and addresses you. "Hail! You must be Demolition Force. I have been in touch with several allies, such as General G'day, and they have told me about your exploits and your heroic acts of bravery. I understand you have even lost one of your own along the road for this point, and for that I am very sorry. You are welcome here in Burdusk as my honored guests, and I thank you for coming. However, I do not know why you have come all this way to see me. Please tell me why you are here and what, if anything, I could do to help you. If you give me a minute, let me move you to the map. Because I made a map.
Also,
Alright.
you made some amazing exposition, bro. That was awesome.
Mhm.
Good stuff, Raj.
I try. And let me take Mr. Doog out of here. I wasn't sure if he was going to be here for this. Unfortunately, he is not. So I am dropping you guys at the entrance to the hall so you can move through the hall and see what it looks like if you like.
Wow.
If not, I can move everybody at once.
That's impressive.
Yeah, just move us to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to take a look at this. I love theater of the mind, but I want to see something cool.
It's pretty cool.
Holy
This is a really massive map.
That's huge.
Mm.
I don't know about the West, but as soon as we get close in range,
I
the
mean,
whole
I
proper
mean-
etiquette of royalty kneeling.
I will see. I see the kneel, and I'll sit cross-legged because I believe that's the same thing.
On one knee.
And these guys, oops. Come on. Why aren't you moving there? There we go. These guys are the ones who step towards the center.
So he's basically stopping where me and Red are, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these green squares here are the pillars that go from floor to ceiling, and the ceiling here is about 40 feet high.
I'm having like a Don Carnage moment.
Don Carnage. Rescue Ranger.
Hello, I'm speaking to you in my voice.
I couldn't
All
hear
right.
earlier. What's her name?
Her name is High Lady Cerelia Dragonbreast. Not a name I made up. It comes from the lore. It's going all the way back to AD&D 2E.
Oof.
That's really cool, man. I'm loving this visual. Although, unfortunately, Imbibe is trying on his best behavior, which means shut up, sit down, and don't touch anything. So, I hope somebody else wants to take care of this.
Yeah, my lady, we're here in regards to investigate rumors that potentially someone in your city is lending aid to the cultists.
Make sure you use her title.
That's rude.
What did you say?
I said, I was whispering to Smith. I was like, and make sure you use her title.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. Investigating rumors that someone's lending aid to the cultists that are raising a dragon army. Worshipping Tiamat.
Unfortunately, I am aware of this, and the cult of the dragon has infiltrated almost every city up and down the Sword Coast at this point. We're doing our best to try to stop them and to thwart whatever plans they may have. And that's why we have troops like General G'day out there working. And we're very grateful to you and your band, who are also seem to be helping us.
When you say General G'day, I like punch Maddie in the knee.
She's like, oh.
Yeah, he was one of the good ones. I realize that I've done something wrong, and I put my hands back into my shield.
Maddie's
Hi,
now.
Lady Cyrelia. Is there anything we could do to aid fettering out the cult here in Burdusk? Cutting off their supplies would be a great help to everyone.
Well, the few that we have found, they seem to have been locals who've just sort of turned and decided to follow this cult. I don't know what they're promising, but it must be very good for people to just turn on their own people like that. So it's been very difficult to figure out who is and isn't working with them. We have even had some of the town guard that we found were working with them.
It's very troublesome.
It is.
I clear my throat and look around as if it's okay, like seeing if my friends are going to stop me from speaking. Lady in the big chair. It's so good to talk to you, but I have a question. Do you have any of the people still alive that you found out were working for the cult that is trying to raise these dragons?
No. After they were questioned, they were beheaded. We do not tolerate that. We do not save them.
I completely understand Lady in the big chair who has a really big room that she sits in. Thank you very
Yes, hi,
much.
Lady Cyrelia.
Yes. What he
Yes.
said, apparently.
Might we have your permission to work in the town to maybe find the cult out?
Certainly, anything that you could do would be appreciated. Just be sure to keep my high guards in the loop on anything that you find.
Yes, absolutely. I would want them to know what we were doing so that no confusion would arise if something bad happened.
Oh, I've almost forgotten. While I was speaking with General G'day, he wanted me to pass a message along to you that they were successful in clearing out the camp that you found.
Heck
Amazing.
Heck
That's
yeah!
good
This
to
is
hear.
incredible news.
I knew he could do it.
I didn't know exactly what that meant, but apparently it's something good.
So, I just gotta ask, Melinda, when orcs blush, is it green or red?
It's a deeper shade of green.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Maybe like a little bit of pink.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I kind of picture it going maybe a little purple.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I think purple
Yeah.
is the right choice there. Lady in chair, you said they're high guard. Are these the individuals that line your very large room? Are they a hard guard?
Some of them are.
Can you
The ones in the keep.
Oh, very good. Can you point out the ones that we should be talking to?
Well, they would be upstairs.
All right.
The ones who are keeping the doors to my keep.
Indeed.
All of the guard who work inside of my keep are on my side. I have no doubt.
Oh,
They have all been tested and questioned thoroughly.
Of course, in fact,
Very well. Anything else, Imbibe?
Well, specifically, like, are we looking for a high guard, or like is this just like a pin pal kind of
Any
thing?
hard guard.
Yeah. Like, can I
Yes,
grab?
we shall go speak to your men, High Lady.
If you go to the front gates and let them know who you are, if they don't already, you can come inside and speak to the guards at the door to the keep. They would be the ones to communicate with. The message will go directly to me.
Yeah. Thank you very much, lady in a large chair.
No problem, sir.
And I do bow. Like, Imbibe is trying his best. He just has no idea how to deal with this. So,
With your permission, High Lady, we shall be on our way.
Very well.
Anyone else have any questions?
At the moment. Besides maybe finding out potentially where to start our investigation.
I bet we could probably talk to the guard.
Assuming.
But it sounds like they're hidden in the town. Like it could be anyone.
Yeah.
So
we're in a caper now.
So-
Yeah, I think the information that we have is going to.
So then,
be
yeah, let's
found.
head to the guard, and then on the way there, Ozrak is just like, "Imbibe, you handled yourself very well."
She had quite a large chair. It was
Yes, and a big
imposing.
room, as you stated,
It
with
was,
several men.
Many times.
But I'm a little curious. Like, should we have
You've
taken
almost
one?
got titles down. I fear telling you my full name, but good job.
No, you're people with you're the person that has people that are probably going to die. I mean, that's obviously what you are.
What?
Oh, but his retinue, red shirts,
Ah,
nothing.
right. Okay, sorry. It took a second.
No, actually, that's yeah. But should we have taken one of his guards or one of her guards?
No, Imbibe. We're gonna go speak to the gentleman at the front gate.
Oh, so he's gonna come with us.
Yeah, yes, we will talk to them before we leave the keep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We have a new friend.
At least
So
depends.
we'll go find that guard captain.
Okay. I'll take you back to the Burdusk map.
That symbol recognize that we have permission kind of thing. Jason?
Oh, you know what? That's a really good. If we could get like orders of writ, that's not a bad idea.
Say what now? Orders of what?
Well, essentially, like she passed the word down to her guard, so that's
okay.
what we're doing.
Capiche.
Yeah, they've all been made aware. All of the guard in the keep know Demolition Force.
Okay, cool.
So if anybody does create problems, then they're probably not on the other.
Right. Very true. Very true.
So then, yeah, we'll just make a quick meeting with the guard, tell them that we are trying to cut off the supply to this cult and that we are going to be working in town, and that if we do come across the cult, that there might be bodies.
And
All right.
I come up to you as you explain that and be like, why don't we just bring him with us?
Well, they have a job to do, and they have to man their post. So they hired us as special mercenaries, and we are going to hopefully solve this problem.
That's too funny. Yep, you're right.
Hired is a strong word. She never offered any monetary.
We hired ourselves.
anything. You
Yeah.
guys volunteered.
If we could get any type of information with regard to potentially where they have found people that were in ties with the cult,
Yeah, that's smart.
so potentially where to start.
It's mostly been people who were in like supply chain jobs, but not one in particular. It's been different things. There's been someone caught who worked with textiles, someone who worked with food, someone who worked with armor, and not in one particular place in the city. It's been all around. Whoever is running their operation is very smart at keeping things seemingly random.
Well, we've got a work to do.
Pretty much start. Maybe start with the food chain of it.
I think food, ammunition, and healing would probably be our best bets.
Yeah. Try and look for anything that maybe something beneath the city, in the sewers, potentially, as a hideout.
So what do you want to do?
Let's go start with the food. Let's go find some places that make like rations or something, or stuff that could be preserved.
All right. How about if we take a 5-minute break?
Sounds
'Cause
good.
I gotta find some more stuff here that I did not have open, and I need a bio break myself.
We're taking 5.
Yeah, if we could take a 5-minute break.
Absolutely.
Streamers, activate your break scene.
Are we back?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, still clicking buttons.
Yellow.
Hey.
Aye.
Green.
Red.
Purple.
There it is.
Ooh, David had a good idea. See if we could get a crest for access.
Roger already said that guards are well informed, and if any guards try to shoo us away, they're probably not legit guards.
Yes, but other people, other town officials or city officials, it would help, I'm sure.
True, some kind of royal crest.
Yeah, something like that. Something that says we're not just a bunch of punks running loose in the city.
True.
Has anybody tried to make a Twitch highlight yet?
Nope.
It's going to be tough searching through hours and hours and hours.
Of incredible quality entertainment.
Yes.
Like me sitting for 10 minutes looking for a map.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta look for maps, and that's just how the cookie is gonna crumble that day.
Well, like I said, I didn't prepare much for today because I had no idea where you guys are going to go. So I just had that meeting with the High Lady set up. That was about it.
And now it's time to shoot from the cuff.
Hey!
I am preparing something.
1,000 soldiers on you guys. There you go.
Hmm.
Murder hobo time.
Stop. Here we go. I'll give you something that's going to make my.
I want to
life
thank so
easier.
much Sinendu Weiraskera for giving us the thumbs up. Also, Ben, thank you so much for the thumbs up as well. We truly appreciate it on Facebook. And thank you for watching. Haven't started sharing this out to the masses as of yet, which I'm going to do right now.
How could you?
No, I got a phone call. Had to answer it. What can I say?
Darn it. You know, phones, you don't have to answer them, right?
Well,
I ignore mine.
if I need my oven fixed, yeah, I had to actually. Sorry.
Is it murder hobo time?
Maddie's
Could
ready
be.
with that shiny new +1 battle axe. Woo! Woo!
She swings it around, and Shamak goes, "Hey, watch it with that thing, man!
Right.
Gosh,
It is sharp. Do you need a
Gee.
hair trim? I will help. Whoops, wrong accent. That's not Maddie at all.
Demolition Force. I am giving you the key to the city.
Oh.
Matt.
Oh.
Like Amberside, the Coaster Head House.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
It looks like you're getting a little hairy.
Thank you.
House of the Hungry Merchant.
Hollybucks Gamble.
This will make my life a little bit easier. You guys can figure out where you're going. I just have to figure out what's going to happen.
High Ladies Castle. Clear Spring Tour. The river.
Tankard House. Ooh, let's go to the Holy Bucks Gamble.
And this
that's where we were last.
information- This information is brought to you by Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast.
Hey.
Yeah, any of the Tankard houses or like Amberside, the market.
First folk dwelling. What are the first folks in this setting?
I have no idea.
They sound like
okay.
lords essentially.
Sure.
I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
read the
Gotcha.
whole book.
Yeah, if they each have their own
Yeah.
house or a tower or a hall,
Yeah.
it sounds like they're like a lord.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't ask me too many questions about this setting because I'm learning too.
The Leaping Lynx Bridge. Good name.
But there is something I could tell you.
Well, here's a question. What's our goal here?
That's a
The
good question.
the Cult of the Dragon has people in this town that are supplying their army. We are
Want to get-
trying to interrupt that supply.
So, who would have that info? I mean, I don't want to go randomly to each tavern and.
Essentially, that's what we were told we're going to have to do.
I thought the goal was to stay alive.
Yeah, that's a byproduct.
Yeah.
So not everything on this map or in this key has a description of the place, which is really kind of dumb. They named all this stuff, but then they didn't give descriptors for it. So like the tavern that you guys were in was the Hurled Harp, which is number 45.
Okay.
Did not have a description.
Right.
So the description that I gave for that was the description from the Flourished Flagon.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So Holy Buck sounds like a good place to go. Then they have a fence.
House of the High Hand. Oh no, that's religion.
Like obviously not spending like too much time on this if we can't find anything, but
Yeah.
we should go to like some place where seedy people are and
The Bell Blade Thorn. Ooh, sounds like a nice one. The Dawn of Any Day. Too bad the bard's not with us. That sounds like a great music shop.
yeah, let's just go to the main merchant place. So the Amberside, the market number 6.
Yeah, cool. Down with that. Where the devil is number 6?
This big
Oh.
thing right in the middle.
Oh my god.
The big open market.
Good thing I have my glasses on today.
For it too, and it just jumped out at me. I was like,
Oh
aha.
my god. Okay.
So and then we have 41 and 64 right next to it too.
Come on, computer, work with me here. All right. So, just for you guys and for the stream, so you know where I'm getting this information as soon as my computer catches up with me. This is where I've got it. If you can see that. I don't know if it showed up or.
It did.
Okay. That is Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast, is where I'm getting this information from. So, if I'm getting stuff wrong, don't at me. It's coming from the book. Don't at me, bro.
Well, this is your world too, so you can't get it wrong.
Right. Clearly, this is going to be theater of the mind stuff. So, let's see. What other kind of information do I have? It does have a listing of certain people. There's an appendix, the folk of the Sword Coast, which is where I got the information for Lady Cerelia Dragonbreast. And then I did some more digging and got some more information on her. She's a pretty interesting character. And there are wards of the Sword Coast. Magical items, and then the index, which is probably what I'm going to need to figure out where you guys want to go. See if I can find information on it. So where did you want to go first?
We were going to the Amber Market, number 6.
Amberside Market. There's allegedly 3 pages of information. Or at least it's mentioned 3 different times. No, it is not. Okay. Oops. There's a little bit. Oh my God. I even used my inhaler. It's getting brutal. We've had windows and doors open because it's so nice out. So all of the pollen is in my house now. You guys don't have to worry about it. All of it's in my house. Let's see. Tells me where the name came from. Come on. Okay, so the market, they sell furniture and other large goods. Unbroken goods is one of the terms that they like to use for the merchandise at the Amberside Market.
You can find all your broken goods at the halfling. Is there a dollar store in Faerun?
Possibly.
It's just like, but it's called Copper Source. It's just everything for 1 copper.
99 copper only. Let's see. So the workers here work in quarter shifts. The open time of a shop is divided into 4, and a worker gets 2 of these periods off to shop and eat. Shopping is in the blood of a Burduscan, as the people are known. Eating is often done while one is walking in the street from shop to shop or in a favorite tankard house. Tankard houses were once unique to Burdusk, but are beginning to appear in Waterdeep.
Wow, this is where Tavern started, huh?
Yep, and the city is of Sembia and other cities where trade and bustle prevail. Their converted shops were once where one can get a light meal with a tankard of ale or mead and listen to a house singer or minstrel at any hour. There are dozens in Burdusk, and they are favorite meeting places for citizens who usually avoid taverns unless they are planning to get properly drunk or revel and jest the night away. Locals who want to meet without being seen by those who know them tend to try to arrange a chance encounter at a particular spot in the maze of stalls in Amberside. So it sounds like it's kind of like a straw market.
Just a bustling open market.
Yep. With lots of stalls, so kind of like a flea market or a swap meet. Depends on where you live in the country, on whether you have flea markets or swap meets. Having lived on both coasts, I am familiar with both. But lots of people around, hustle and bustle going on. It's more open air tents and stands that are set up than actual stores and shops in this area. So there's lots of people around. And I am not going to give names to all of them, so don't even try it.
Fair enough.
Cool. So I think we should just like kind of walk around and look for things that would be useful to an army.
Yeah.
Just like keeping an eye out, like maybe make the rounds of the whole place and then make note of those places and then go back and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any like holes.
Can y'all hear us?
Okay.
Can you guys?
I can hear you now. Were you saying something before?
Can you guys hear us?
Have you been talking for the last?
Yeah, no, it's Robbie. Hang on. You're fine. Keep going. I'll straighten him out and we'll be right with you. Keep going though. Don't stop.
I bet you will.
No, that's not what I meant, you guys. Stop it. I meant his microphone, not him. He's wonderful and lovely and my husband and I cherish him.
All right. So Andrew, I did see your notes.
Okay.
And it has been duly noted.
1, 2. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool.
Hey, now I can hear you.
Yep.
Found him.
Imbibe was wandering off.
Oh, yeah.
Strolling through the city.
Well,
Imbibe, we can drink later. Imbibe.
oh, it's Friday. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little bit distracted over there.
Imbibe, were you nipping that bottle that you bought?
Oh, I sure was. No, I haven't. Actually,
Hopefully you're keeping it tucked into a nice canvas sack.
yeah, I mean, this is definitely. I know how rare, true, like hill moonshine is. So.
Mm-hmm.
God, you're drinking from a brown paper bag right now in a market?
Yeah, that's what
Wonderful.
I said. The
Mhm.
canvas sack.
Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
the D&D equivalent of a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, do we in this open market? Do we see anything that is that'd be useful to armies, like fatigues, ration sailors, like salesmen? I mean, anything specifically that would be able to help a large amount of men?
Not necessarily. This is more, like I said, it's stalls and little tents and things like that. They're selling to the people of the city. There's nothing going to be that grand here that like
So-
would help an army.
Is there a
So
doll
if
maker?
if we see somebody that is selling, like, say, like the leather that they use for their outfits, or arrows or bolts, or preserved rations, and just be like, well, where do you get your product? Where's the rest? Like, is there a place where we can go straight to the wholesaler? Like, we're merchants too. We're trying to get the best price.
We
Now,
need.
why would I give you that information, and then you're going to be competition for me? That doesn't make very much sense, now does it?
Yeah, but we need quite a lot of it, and on the sly. What if we give you a commission? Could you introduce us to the people that you work with?
That sounds kind of shady. I don't think I want to be involved with that. Does the city guard know you're here?
Imbibe shuts up real quickly because he's like, who sent us?
Does the city guard know you're here?
Absolutely. I'm
Oh,
here
have
every
you-
day.
Seeing as this guy's rude, we'll talk to someone else.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily rude. I mean, think about what was said to him.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to get large quantities. I want to do it on the sly. I want to go to your wholesaler and buy a lot of stuff. Like,
Yep.
Well, I mean, read between the lines. Like I can say it in character and take those words out.
Mm-hmm.
Just this one's
I mean, if you
personal.
were talking to Doog, he would certainly say, "Oh, sure, let me go show you my friend."
Gotta have the Duke, man. Do I see a person that makes dolls?
That makes dolls.
Yeah. Like a toy maker?
Sure, there would be someone there having like children's toys, some carved wooden toys, things like that, and probably some canvas dolls and things with little painted faces and yarn type of hair, things like that for children.
Are any of the dolls perhaps outfitted as if it was going to be a soldier and has some like, you know, like a leather jerkin and a leather hat and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I would think that there'd be something like that.
Key piece of equipment for a soldier is a sword.
There you go. So yeah, so I will buy a doll that is dressed as a army person.
2 whole silver.
All right, no problem.
They're really expensive,
right?
At the rate you guys were spending money in the last session, that is kind of expensive.
Yeah. All right. So we're in this bazaar. I mean, can I roll perception for any like shady dealings or actually
Certainly.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody who wants to roll me perception, see if you notice anything shady going on. Excuse me for a minute. I will be right back.
Perception. Where's Maddie's perception? There it is.
Because Roger's taking
Do any of us perceive things? Oh, James. Oh, God.
Let's work out an action plan, guys, as Roger's going away. So we're in a bazaar. We're trying to figure out who is connected to what. What do you think the best way to do this is?
I don't.
Come back at night.
Come back at night? You know, that's not a bad idea. I mean, bad things happen at night, and we are looking for shady people. Maybe some churches, like, or places of worship.
There's a lot of those here. Well,
Yeah.
on that list anyway.
Well, they're a cult, so they wouldn't be tied to like any other.
But if they're a cult, that means that they're bringing in members. So
They're tied to their own god, not to other gods.
that is true. So churches would be the only place that they go.
Basically, anything that would like they're all in black leather, like that resembles a dragon. So a leathersmith that makes leather that resembles dragons. Is there anyone like that in town that's famous? Like
Smart.
Art soldiers need to shoot arrows, so like a Boyer, a Fletcher, something like that.
Yeah. I think that I think the following the money back, going to a leathersmith is actually a really smart idea because they would have had to. I mean, everyone's pretty much wearing the same thing because they find that to represent a dragon.
It's uniform.
Yeah.
If you want shitty, red light district.
Very true. Not a bad idea, James.
Product here was that the mayor was a dragon cult, so maybe going straight to that source might be an option too.
I couldn't hear any of that.
The mayor.
Are we all back?
Yeah, sorry, I had to get something to drink.
Yep.
So looking at the roles, Lindenell, Maddie, and Auden. As you guys are walking through, you're seeing like roguish things going on, little sleight of hand here and there, somebody pickpocketing, somebody's just like snagging an item from a stall as they go past, things like that. There's nothing huge. There doesn't seem to be like a grand scheme going on. It's just petty little things that go on anytime you see a market like this or a large gathering. There probably is a thieves guild in the town, and these people are just doing what they do. They're doing their job.
The
Stealing.
river flows away from the army, correct? Not towards them.
Excuse me.
It would go out to the sea, so it would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they're not. We can rule out that it's the trade is more than likely being done by ship. So we're looking specifically trade by land.
Yeah, that makes sense because it wouldn't make sense for them to use any of the water locomotion possibilities.
Yeah, and this river, let's shoot back up here to the Sword Coast map real quick.
I mean, and to supply this large amount of a force, we're talking about a huge economic increase. We should really be looking to the tax people.
So again,
The tax people?
we are,
Yeah. I mean,
we're down here.
that's how they got Capone.
I mean, fair.
So this river just outside of Burdusk is going to flow north and meet up. It's a branch of the Chanthar River. So as it flows north, it's going to go past El Turel and ultimately go on like near Baldur's Gate and stuff before it reaches out into the Sea of Swords.
Right.
So there is definitely some shipping stuff going on. And again, down here, this map is weird. This one is more accurate canonically than the map that I have of the whole continent.
Right.
But it says that that Burdusk and Erebor down here
Mm-hmm.
are like not necessarily twin cities, but they're closely aligned as far as with trade and things like that.
Actually, the merchant I bought the doll from.
Mhm.
Do you mind if I ask you a quick question, my friend? Has there been any new like upstarts in the town? People that apparently just have gotten a lot of money and started spending it willy nilly. I give him an extra copper, extra silver.
Not that I've seen or heard about, but I don't get around much. I'm mostly just home working on these things and here trying to sell them. I don't have
this is
a whole lot of.
a wonderful doll that you made, but you haven't noticed someone that maybe from our class, the working class, if you will, all of a sudden become not what their station in life normally would suggest. Finer dresses or their bigger spending sprees.
Not in this part of town, certainly. Once you get a little closer down towards the coast there, near the river, things are a little more highfalutin. The people tend to spend more there if that's the kind of thing you're looking for.
Closer to the river. That's good information,
Yeah.
good sir. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for your product. It's very fine.
I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I hope your children enjoy it.
Yeah, I wink my golden eyebrow at him and walk back to my party. All right, so this is my thought, man. So a little bit out of character, just because this is kind of a complicated problem. So the one thing that you can't ever hide is wealth. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
It is impossible. because once you have money, you spend it. So my thought maybe would be to the group to go down to this river place with the finer shops and see who has recently really come up in the world.
Well, we're also looking for things like that would be part of a supply chain. So like food, water, probably clothing, textile,
Horses.
horses, wagons.
Yeah, so like I think we're all just trying to chase the money at this point, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think so.
Yeah, and it looks like this river area. Am I
Oh,
correct, DM?
They needed lumber
Yep.
for all of the fencing for all the dragon wormlings.
Sure, but I mean, like, think about the. Oh my God, yeah, right. The pin that they had in the cave.
Yeah.
So, am I correct, DM, in thinking that the larger exporters of goods would be found in the finer parts by the river?
Yeah, generally.
Okay.
I mean, think about pretty much any city you go to that's on the water.
Yeah.
The areas around the water,
Yeah,
not
warehouse.
like right on the water,
Stocking.
but yeah.
God, I'm glad.
But
Duke
just outside of where everybody does the actual work
Sure.
is where you generally have your higher end, because everybody wants to be able to look at the water
This is true.
Maybe we
when you
could
have money.
find a town guard in that area and ask for like any hints or tips.
Or something new, because think about like a whole like, so if you had like one person that was really like doing a lot of work to make an entire army like fashioned, that influx would be huge, right? And their life would be complete. It'd be easier to spot them.
Now, I can
Because-
tell you that when you guys saw the army at that camp, and what you saw of the marauders or raiders or whatever you want to call them at Greenest, they're not like it's not a uniformed army.
Sure.
They have groups of mercenaries that they've brought on board. There's turncoats from cities that they've taken over and towns and stuff, and there's people from all up and down the Sword Coast who are in this cult. So you're not really looking for a uniformed army. It's more like guerrilla warfare type of thing. These are just people.
But I mean,
you do have some trained ones.
in the handout you gave us, it showed uniform. Like it showed like yes, there was ragtag kobolds and stuff like that, and mercenaries, but then there was also a very common like look throughout a majority of them.
I mean, even
But
if it
not
isn't
all.
even if it isn't uniformed, and she's under the impression that this town itself is creating some of the trade that is supporting this army, and we've seen the size of this army. It is huge. So, like, just my theory, and by the way, it's great that Duke isn't here because apparently I'm using the brain cell, would be that, like, if that is true, there would be a huge influx of wealth somewhere in this town that didn't normally, because it's a person that is breaking the rules, that knows it's wrong, or maybe he's tied to the cult and believes into the dragons, all of a sudden getting huge amounts of resources, not even if he's being rich because of greed, but just because of the amount of resources that have to be funneled through a supply line.
So we're looking for merchants who suddenly seem to have
Yeah,
an incredible uptick in business.
Yeah, we want, because that's because a established merchant wouldn't take the risk,
Right.
unless it was enthralled by the cult's teachings.
Right.
So that's also true. That
Right.
could be possible, but it's probably more likely that a merchant, just based upon greed, would take a bigger
Maybe we
risk.
should go talk to the foray guy and see if he has any new competition in town.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Love it. Let's do
Maddie,
it.
you want to chop for peaches on your way?
Yes, of course. I would like 6, please.
I'm
There
also
are definitely vendors who are selling fruits and things like that.
I'd
You
also
can
like
buy
to
some peaches.
I'd also like to pick up a thing of twine.
Okay. So it's like 2 copper for just a spool of twine.
Fantastic.
I'll say
What is
2
all
copper
that
for
you've
6
got there,
pieces.
Imbibe?
What'd you say, Andrew?
What is that you've got there, Imbibe?
Okay, so I have myself a little bit of plan. Yeah,
I shall know when I see it, yes?
no, have you ever tried to catch a varmint?
I already have an idea of what you're doing with all this stuff. I love it.
Oh, it has been long, but I am working towards something. I swear to
You
God.
are definitely playing the long game on this one.
I am. I believe that catching a rodent, because rodents are quite smart, they can get into everywhere. Have you noticed even at the finest establishments there's rodents around?
No, my Borg seems to kill anything before I notice them.
That makes quite a lot of sense. But I think the king of the rodents, in my personal opinion, happens to be the weasel. I am trying to catch a weasel.
Have you heard of the chupacabra?
Tell me of this mythical beast.
They are from a mythical land, and they are the largest. Oh, sorry, capybara. They are the largest varmint known to.
That's amazing. And now my intention has changed, and you've swayed in mine.
You should have stuck with Chupacabra.
For a large chupacabra. You need to go to Mass Effect World for that one.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
Could you find me some snipes along the way?
Yeah, right. In college, I took
From
snipe.
wheel snipes, Ellie's?
Yeah, I took snipe hunting once.
Me too.
Caught
I was
one.
about 7 or 8. My
Yep.
uncles took me.
Yeah, you caught 2, right?
Yep.
I've found the left-handed bacon flipper spatula.
My favorite.
I've also mopped a freezer.
Yep. My favorite I ever did to an employee was I had him air out the cooler with a plastic bag.
Oh no, dude!
Wow.
Like it was like my first kitchen job, and I got told to mop the freezer, and so I just go in there and dump a bunch of water on the floor, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
That was fun.
Yeah. I had to deheat a coffee maker. That was one that was played on me.
Oh,
Wow.
find me a left-handed knife.
Yep.
A deck stretcher. We need more room in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my God. This is getting worse. I gotta mute for a second.
I think Game of Thrones did it really well with the armor stretcher.
Armor stretcher.
Yeah,
I don't
your
remember that.
king has become too fat for his
Oh,
armor.
right.
Go find me an armor stretcher.
Yes. So.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are going in a totally different direction than I would go if I were in your place. Not saying that it's wrong or right.
Sounds.
You're just we're
daunting.
thinking on 2 different levels.
Oh, are we thinking
I
too
like
hard
it.
about it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are we thinking too hard about it?
Yeah, is this social critical role like the chair? Is this what we're doing?
The chair.
Could be.
Anything but the chair.
Well, I mean, not just Rob, but Vibe is definitely tapped. Those were his good ideas for the day.
Focused on his trap.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I thought that was. I mean, if the DM's telling you you're going in the wrong direction, you probably should change directions.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying it's a different direction than I would go.
How'd you go then?
In a different direction. And again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That mine or yours is right or wrong. It's just you guys are thinking way different than I think about situations. And that's just normal. I mean, different people think differently in critical situations.
All right, who hasn't spoken up? Let's get some out of the box ideas. Something that we haven't thought about already.
Could just go around asking about the people we're looking for, saying that we want to do business.
Ooh, or could we pretend that we want to join the cult? Uh-huh.
I mean, that's a good way in. Do we have a rogue? We don't have a rogue. We had a changeling.
You had a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That kind of
could.
thing. Don't you need a bard or someone with charisma?
Yeah, that's what we think. Yeah, and both me and Duke are not that answer. Who's our face? Who actually is our face?
Right now, it's you.
No, it's not. I have a -1 in charisma.
Don't know what
can't-
to tell you.
Vibe does, but Rob doesn't.
Right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
the red, maybe?
yeah. I think the red is actually our face, right? I think.
Charisma's that.
The most well-spoken.
And you have like a retinue.
Yeah, but I'm not really familiar with shady back dealings and stuff like that. So the best
Same.
I had was like, we need to find the wholesale guy.
Do we actually have just a party of great people that are nice and not underbellyish at all? Okay.
Yeah, Graceland just suggested Remy.
The only thing I
Remy? Yeah.
is fighting this-
Remy is situational.
Okay.
Am I right, David?
It's how well do you trust them?
Ooh, that could be super interesting though.
If you're looking for
Right.
shady deals, we need to go to. if
Oh,
there's a shady
wow,
part of
that
town,
could-
we need to go there.
That could.
I
be
mean, you do have a warlock that has high charisma.
I mean, hold on. That's super cool. I don't know if that's possible in your play style. Like, I don't know if the way that you built your character to be that. But could we just turn him on and unleash him into finding out
The dark underbelly?
the darkness? Is that a
I
thing?
mean,
Is
you
that a
did
thing?
ask to speak to him, and he did come out.
That's true.
So, I gotta ask you because you're the player. Like, are you comfortable playing Remy as for a while?
Yeah, I can play Remy. If Remy's needed, he can come out. By the way, his god is Nyx.
Mm,
Oh, I mean,
incredible.
imbibe takes you to the side. If everyone's cool with this idea, I think it's going to be really neat.
Who's going to go with Remy?
Well, Duke would. No,
But Duke's
Duke would
not here.
not.
No.
Who's the second
Unfortunately,
sneakiest?
Duke was under the weather, and he stayed back at the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's the next? I mean, I think it's Melinda because she has the intelligence to be able to deal with this.
Yeah, but my gosh. I don't know that Maddie's mature enough to handle it.
So the red.
The red or. What about Shamat Khan? Doesn't Shamat have.
Aha! I
Yeah.
was just waiting for you to set me up on that.
Doesn't Shamat have.
Yeah, Shamat. I mean, like, would that work? Could you go under? Could you do like a double agent kind of feel thing?
I guess so. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I mean, what possible harm could come in that?
Remy and Shamat.
I mean,
The new buddy cops.
you might as well.
Oh,
Aha!
goodness. I need to look at something real quick on this one.
Man, I don't think I've ever looked at a puzzle so many times and had the right answer and failed correctly.
I know everybody forgets about the warlock.
No,
Problem
not at
is,
all. I think this is
Sometimes
really
you're
cool.
looking at a puzzle, and it's not even a puzzle.
Like as you're playing like a
That's true.
split personality, like when it comes to this particular scenario, this is actually a really neat like answer.
Oh my god, this buddy cop connection is so amazing to me
Mm-hmm.
because I know both of the characters, and I know the characters' alignments.
Well, yeah.
Not that I am like strict on alignments or anything, but I know how you guys play these characters.
I think this is the answer, guys. I mean,
this is definitely an opposites attract kind of a situation with these two together.
Aha!
Okay. And Bob's going to start talking. I hope this happens.
Well, first of all, she's got to go ahead and smack smack Shaman on the arm because I'm too busy brushing my hair.
Shamaka.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
Shaman Khan is a little bit vain.
Yeah.
A little bit, to say the least. He's a big hero, but yeah.
I mean,
everybody has their faults, I guess.
I mean, Imbibe wouldn't have this. Imbibe wouldn't have this answer, so somebody else has to bring it up in the actual. I can't play it correctly because that's 4-dimensional chess.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Sounds like something one of our more intelligent characters.
Yeah. I can't play it right as Imbibe and have this idea. So somebody else. If we're gonna go that way, somebody else has to have that idea.
But then again, Imbibe is the only one that has ever seen Graceland change to Remy without being hit.
That's fair. Yeah. That's completely fair. Hey, Graceland, do you mind if we have a couple moments of words?
Okay. What's going on?
Have you ever done some work that your personality doesn't fit? For example, for a long time, I was a bartender. It was a horrible idea. I drank pretty much the whole thing down to the ground. It was something that I obviously could do myself, but I just wasn't the right person to do it.
Me personally, no, but I have woken up covered in blood.
I believe that what we maybe need is an individual that produced that blood. We need someone that naturally fits in the underbelly. Unfortunately, it's not me or anybody else around us. And the only reason I'm asking this is because I believe that you're just too much of an amazing person to be able to pull it out yourself. Is there any chance you'd be willing to give your other side a little bit of time in the sunlight so we can work through this problem? Because none of us are scoundrels, except for him.
Do you think that would be a good idea?
I've not spent much time with your other side. I've spent a great time with you, and I know that everything about you is good and grand, but...
Sorry about that. The bug guy showed up and I almost said, aha! To the bug guy.
What would be wrong with that?
Probably think I'm weird, but okay.
I quit. You win.
Yeah.
That's
It's
aha!
weird.
That's too funny.
You're after my bugs.
Yep.
Aha!
There's a song about it. It's fun being weird.
Do you think you could stand letting out your darker half for a little bit? I don't know how difficult it is for you guys to wrestle away the spotlight as if it was.
Well, if it works, I'll try.
I step back, not knowing what that... I mean, I've seen it, but I have no idea what he does in his brain to make that happen.
Is there a shadowy area?
Sure. You could like duck between a couple of stalls or something where there's nobody there.
All right, I'm gonna walk between a couple of stalls, and I'm gonna have a little chit chat with myself.
So freaking cool, man! What a neat mechanic.
And when I do return, you do see Remy, but you guys notice something dripping from his right hand.
Okay. Is Remy always aware? Is Remy caught up to speed? Like, is Remy just in the background that's like listening until his turn, or does Remy not know what it is until right now?
Oh, he knows everything, but when he takes over, because of the way he is, he doesn't let Graceland know what happens.
So he's the blackout, but as long as Graceland's there, at least he knows what's going around in the scenario. So Remy's already filled in.
Is that to protect Graceland?
Yes, and then so if Remy commits murder, he does not want to pull Graceland into there, and then he can switch. And so if he gets interrogated, Graceland doesn't know anything.
Yeah, literally, that's
right.
That's a really
so they could
cool
use Zone of Truth on Graceland, and he literally would not know.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. I love the way that you built this character. Really, really fun build.
I just need to clarify that for my own knowledge.
Mm-hmm. So as you walk,
like that ever comes up,
as you walk
Remy
back,
knows everything.
Yeah.
Graceland only knows Graceland's part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well,
And Shama Khan only wants to brush his hair.
Yeah.
He's going to be perfect trying to join a cult.
Polish his armor.
Sir Remy, I believe that you know what's the situation. It's good to see you again.
What do you ask of me?
I really need someone that has your bearing, if you will. Perhaps working with Shama Khan and maybe a little bit of infiltration. Are you game?
I'm game, but I don't know about Mr. Mirror.
I don't understand. I think
What were you saying something about me? I wasn't paying attention.
Like normal.
I was looking at my beautiful hair or thinking about how many people I could save today. Aha!
Aha!
Well, let's go.
Let's go. Off we go.
So where are you guys headed?
I have no idea.
We're going to find the shadiest looking merchant.
Okay.
In the market?
That was
your opening?
It was the most honest okay I think I've ever heard.
In a bazaar filled with shady merchants, that's going to be a tough task. That's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Oranges to oranges, babe.
Wow.
Oranges to oranges.
Yeah, that's great.
Excuse me, sir. How shady are you as a market keeper?
Excuse me? What did you just ask me?
How much will you try to swindle me as far as it's concerned? I need to know a varying level of really swindle, or you're just going to go ahead and just rip me off.
I run an above board business here. You need to go. Go on, get away from here. I don't like that type of question and talking around my stand.
Okay. Sorry to have disturbed you, sir. That was a brilliant plan.
It hasn't fallen apart already. Come on now.
I love this plan.
This is an amazing plan.
And now I have a hair out of place. So hold on, everyone, while I go ahead and brush my hair a few more times.
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's incredible.
Like this.
Incredible.
Oh, what have you got here?
This might be a silly question, but I don't have it written down anywhere. Do we know what the name of the cult is?
They just call it the Cult of the Dragon.
Okay.
Some call it the Cult of the Queen,
Okay.
so it could be either. But in canon, in the books and everything, it is called the Cult of the Dragon.
Okay.
I was hoping you would say it's the cult of personality, but no.
No, I think that might be Shamak Khan.
So maybe look for a merchant who has like a dragon as part of the logo on their stall or something along those lines, maybe?
You could look for that.
Yeah, because there has to be some kind of way to identify
Probably
each
a
other.
small- or potentially it could be hidden in design of going with that Tiamat.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a brooch that they wear. Did we notice anything when we were at the camp that everybody seemed to be wearing aside from like a uniform?
No.
Okay. There has to be a way that they're recognizing each other, though. Aside from a secret handshake, which would leave us pretty much screwed.
Or I could use the illusionary script and write, Tiamat is my god, can you help?
Sure.
We could always threaten and intimidate someone until they give us the answer.
Well, yeah, but I can designate it to anybody that follows Tiamat, and if they can read it, we know that they're part of the cult.
Are you part of a cult, sir?
Oh, no, I just hand them the script, and if they can read it, they're part of this.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. So just kind of like play, I don't know if this is the right term or not. Please forgive me if it's not, but almost play patsy. So you walk up to them and just be like, I just found this paper. Can you read it?
But you got to remember, Shamak Khan is not the brightest or sharpest tool in the shed either. So I could see him doing something similar to what Doog would do and go around asking, "Are you part of a cult, sir?
Sure, but
Are you part of a cult, sir?
I think,
Shamak
Ma'am,
doesn't
are you
have
part
the
of a cult?"
highest he doesn't have the highest charisma either.
sure, but I think that Remy would have the, I don't know if underhandedness, I suppose, to
I am an urchin.
yeah.
Are you one of those culty individuals?
I mean, I could literally look at Shamat Khan and be like, just shut up. You're here for backup.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You're here with your whip in case he gets into trouble. Funny.
You're here to
That's
protect me.
That's Fall Haven.
Oh gosh.
With my whip.
Man, I am so
So
good
yeah,
at getting these.
I'll tell Shamat Khan, hey, just stay back. You're my bodyguard. I'm going to pass this script around and see if we can locate somebody that can read it.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
And Shamat, maybe keep your insight handy, just in case somebody looks at it and they just say that they can't read it. Just in case you might be able to spot a tell that they're lying.
Fair enough. Plus, I also have a hand near my great sword, so just in case.
Yeah.
So basically, Remy's doing the talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Shamat's not the brightest bulb in the box, but he's not stupid either. That's a pretty average intelligence. But the charisma.
Yeah.
But I'm not your average type of hero either. Ha-ha!
No, you are not.
Aha!
Oh my goodness. I've got so many things going on in the background here.
I mean, does that all sound like a good idea? I don't know.
I can't tell you if it's a good idea or not.
Well,
And to
either
think
way, Remy's doing it.
Yeah.
And to think 38 sessions ago, I was scared of a goblin right around a tree.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk around and just pretty much present it to people and see if they can read it.
Yep.
Just a second here. All right. So, I'm sorry. Okay, so with that spell, you've written it so that only someone from the cult would be able to read it.
Correct.
Is that okay?
And just to make sure I did do it right, I show it to Shamat Khan to see if he can read it.
Perfect.
Well, Shamat definitely can't read it.
Then it works.
Okay. Andrew, I don't think that's something that I'm going to go into.
Okay.
But good thinking. So you walk around and you're handing this note to people. How are you approaching them?
I'm actually being really shady, like kind of like walking up to him, making sure that nobody's around, and I'm like kind of like passing it to him, like, "Hey, I found this. Can you look at it for me? I can't read it
Okay.
because I don't know how they operate."
So you go to about 8 different stalls, and so far nobody can read it. It's now, does it look like something to people, or is it appears as normal? Okay, yeah. So it just this is just gibberish. This is just scribbles. What do you mean read it? There's nothing to read there. There's no words. And that's kind of the responses that you're getting from everybody so far.
Maybe we should, when Imbibe asked him about the like shipping and stuff, he mentioned that most of it was done at the docks. Maybe we should head that direction.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm down to go to a more shadier underbelly type of deal.
Yeah, because you guys are just sort of walking around this market now. And it's probably getting later into the afternoon, around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Oh, I would like to stop one of the thieves and see if he can read it.
Okay. Let me see. Nope, he can't read it. I am rolling to find these things out.
Now, did it look like he just like took a quick glance at it, or did he like really try to read it?
He looked at it. He was looking to see if there was any thieves' cant on it.
Okay, so he was actually looking at it. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to know?
I mean,
I'm just gonna be
rogues.
blunt with
They're
this.
not just going to be precursory about something like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be blunt with them, and
You had trouble unlocking the...
just ask them like, hey, do you know where somebody that would
I
follow
told
like
you to spread the
Tiamat
button.
would be?
I got that unlocked.
I've heard that name before. I don't remember where. Give me a minute. And he's just kind of looking around, but he looks like he's actually thinking about it. I think I may have heard talk about. You said it was Tiamat. I may have heard something down on the east side of the river there. Down at the mouth of the city down there at the south side. Yeah, down in that area. There were some guys down there. They were loading up a ship about 3-4 weeks ago, and I heard that word. I wasn't really paying attention. They had too many guards around. There was nothing I could take there, so I wasn't too terribly worried about it. But I do remember that word because you saying it's the other time I've ever heard it. What is it?
It's just you can say it's an enemy of my friend. I'm trying to make it a friend.
Okay.
And I'll reach into my pouch and I'll give him a gold and say, spread the rumor or spread it around that the dark guy is looking for somebody that knows about Tiamat.
Oh yeah, you're throwing around gold like this. Definitely. If I find anything out, I'll get in touch with you. Where are you staying in town?
Yes. And I'll tell him where we're at.
Yeah. All right. If I hear anything, I'll come let you know.
All right, have a
And
good
he
one.
just sort of disappears into the crowd. You just made his day.
Right?
Get it a whole gold.
Right?
And he didn't have to steal it.
Hopefully it brings us the information we need. And I'm going to start making my way down to the ship area.
Okay. I mean, if nothing else, it definitely gives me more plot hooks to work with.
Yeah.
Time of day is it?
I appreciate it.
Hey, they asked for Remy.
Yep.
Hey, I think this is really neat. I think it's a.
What is the time of day now that we're traveling down there?
We're about 4 or 5 p.m. because it was noon when you met with the High Lady.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So he brings that information back to the party then?
Okay.
Oh, no, you just see Remy walking away. He's doing his job.
He's not coming back to get the party or anything.
Right? No, I
We'll
mean,
follow it
I
then,
don't
I
think.
guess.
I
We're
don't
just
think
like walking
Now-
up
that makes
distance.
sense.
Would Shamat have heard that?
I hope
Shamat's,
so.
Shamat's near me. But yeah, Remy doesn't have the message spell and he's on a task, so.
So
I mean, I
the
imagine
area-
that Shamat Khan was.
The area you're headed to
Yeah.
is down around the River Barge, a tankard house.
Yeah, I wasn't near a mirror, so I would have listened, and I would have heard.
Party just like standing away, like watching this happen, or
I mean, I imagine once we let Remy loose, it's kind of like, shaking up a bottle rocket and see what happens.
somebody keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that's what Shamat Khan's supposed to be doing.
well, I mean, as a party, we would be waiting for the next lead.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I at least would be following him.
Yeah.
All right. So
and-
we're saying that the whole party's moving down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imbibe would be going on everyone else's lead, essentially.
Okay. I need a map for another inn tavern.
You're welcome.
I've only got the one that I use.
You
It's
can just
hard,
use that
man.
one and pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah, like trying to do some hotkey stuff. Like I'm just learning that by using the, trying to play a game. Like it's so hard to import a character or to import a map or like it's difficult.
Actually, Roll20 is really simple
Oh, yeah.
for doing maps and stuff like that. It's
Really
literally
hard to
drag and drop.
Because you have so many choices.
Right.
Yeah, well, I've got over 200 maps in this thing.
How mad would the group be if Remy just disappeared?
Those guys aren't there. You mean if he just like took off and ditched everybody, or if he'd turned back to Graceland? Who knows nothing?
Well, A, I could run away. B, I can cast invisibility on myself. C, I could fly.
Multiple escape routes.
Yes. Yeah. It's Remy.
Awesome.
Shemot with you though.
Invisibility.
And fly.
Unless
not-
you guys want
not
me
gonna do
to
that.
arrow him, I don't think that would be the best way of doing it.
Oh, you would go toe to toe with Remy?
No, I would choose not to, as he's he's a lawfully good individual, so he tries to see the good in everybody. So,
Just like Duke.
yes.
Always trying to see the good. But Duke is an Oath of Redemption paladin, so he thinks everybody, even if they're bad, can be redeemed. Not just looking for the good. He thinks that even if you don't have good, he can bring it out. All right. So here's a tavern. The rumors here aren't going to do you any good because you already got them all. I have my homework for this week. I have to make some new taverns and stuff. So many more maps. But I bought a new map building program, which makes it a lot easier. I'm currently working on converting one of the Mass Effect maps into something that we'll be able to use.
Nice.
Because once we get our Patreon up and going, anyone who signs up for the Patreon on that particular tier will be able to download the entire Mass Effect 5e campaign that Mitch has with maps and everything. So that's going to be pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Hey, man, if we don't do it, nobody else will.
Exactly.
And just in time, too.
I have no shame. All right. So you're in the tavern. Where are we again? This is the River Barge Tankard House. So it's not quite a tavern, as per the descriptor in the book. It's for people who don't want to go to a big tavern, but they still want to have a drink and a light bar snacks.
Okay.
They've got jerky and
Tapas?
pickled eggs and tapas, yeah. But stuff that really doesn't have to have any type of, well, not that they had refrigeration back in this place, but nothing that needs to be cooked, really. It's just preserved foods and things. So what are you doing?
Remy will look around and see if there's like any shadier looking people.
People sitting in dark corners with hoods up, kind of thing.
Somebody
Yeah.
looking like Strider.
Yeah, somebody who is looking like they're not trying to draw attention to themselves.
Maybe this guy sitting over here by himself. He's just talking to the waitress there.
Yeah.
We'll call her a waitress. Oh, okay. I was trying to. I clicked on the token and the thing popped up, and I was trying to read what it said, and I realized that's a rumor thing. Like, oh, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Or does it?
Oh, or does it? I think Ben's got most of the rumors, if
Get 'em
not all. There was a lot of them. I had fun making them up. I was drinking and just writing rumors.
So you
Like I
were
said,
the National
they are
Enquirer.
rumors, so some may be true, some may not.
Right.
They're rumors. All right, Remy.
I'm gonna take the paper and look at the guy and say, "You look like you can read this. I can't." And I slide it over to him.
He kind of gives you a bit of a side eye. He looks down at the table. He reaches out to the paper, slides it over to him. And he slides it right back to you. What if I can?
Oh shit.
I was told to find the person that could read this and they could help me.
Who told you that?
A friend.
What kind of help are you looking for? Not saying I can read that, but I'm a curious type. You look like you're itching to talk to somebody. I'm willing to listen. I got nothing else to do tonight.
The person that gave me this said if somebody could read this, they can find me where to go. So maybe I'll know what the note says. Unfortunately, it's written in a language that just don't quite know.
That's kind of interesting because it's written in common. Do you not know how to read?
No, I don't.
So you're looking for a teacher. There's schools all over the place. Go find a teacher.
Oh shit.
Wow.
But you can read it. You know what it says.
I didn't say that.
Could you point me in the direction of somebody who can help me as I intimidate him?
Roll for intimidation. All right. I wanted to make sure I open rolled that one.
What was that one? Illusory script?
Yeah. So
Yeah, so so seldom used, but so neat. Really cool.
So if you go
spell.
down to the dock, there's going to be a ship tomorrow. It has no name. So you just look for the ship with no name. Someone on board that ship will be able to help you read this note. Anything else?
Can you at least give me the gist so I know if they're telling me the truth?
If they're on that ship and they tell you what this says, you'll know.
Thank you. What are you drinking?
Mead.
And I wave to the barmaid and hey, bring us some rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just chit chat a little. I don't want him to be like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Like, he intimidated me and I gave him information. I kind of want to butter up to him a little bit and kind of be nice, but at the same time be an a-hole.
Okay. That's right up my alley. So,
so just to make
really
sure that
be a nice a-hole.
just to make sure that I got that all right, Roger. You're a buttery a-hole.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a slip and slide.
Oh.
And there goes our sponsors.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! I haven't even started drinking today. That's me sober. Just so you guys do know, I do want to take a 5-minute break at 5 o'clock because my dogs get hungry.
Cool. Yeah,
Really
really cool play, Graceland, man. That's I love that you're getting to use this part of the other part of your character this way. Super neat.
Yeah, we don't get to see much of Remy,
Right? Yeah.
as a character.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I find it. I think that your play's been really cool.
All right. So, where are you going from here?
I'm gonna sit down, chit chat with him for a while. Ask him what his name is.
Bob. His name is Bob.
Yeah, I know that's a lie, but okay. I may need to roll an insight check on that.
No, it's all good. He's a builder.
There you go.
Real question is, can he fix it?
Yeah, right.
Of course he can. Oh, my name's not Bob. Of course I'm not going to give you my real name.
Well, my name's Remy. Are you going to be at the dock tomorrow?
No, it's not my turn.
Well, drink all you want. Have them put it on my tab, and I'll walk out.
All right.
Without opening a tab, does this poor dude Bob get stuck with a bill at the end of the day?
Well, the thing that Bob is building is a tab, apparently. Can he build it? Yes, he can. Can he pay it?
Hey.
Probably not.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I thought I was playing 4D chess. Well done, Raj.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So what are we doing, guys? So there's a whole party in the tankard house here.
If we are, I imagine we're all like looking but trying not to look.
Right, yeah.
You know,
I
like
just picture
when
you all sitting around one table and everybody's just like got their hand up, peeking through their fingers out of the side. Of
Yeah, we're just
Imbibes,
horrible.
Imbibe's not an infiltrator in any way, shape, or form, so this would be very difficult for him to do.
It's so good that Duke wasn't here for this.
Yeah, right. Although Imbibe has tried to slip somebody one shot of the moonshine that I've bought, just to see what happens to a normal person when they have that particular drink.
Are you trying to slip it to a party member?
No, one of the patrons, like offering it. I mean, like, oh, would you like one? To whoever the random person number 5 is.
Just look over at you. No, I don't want your pocket bottle. Thank you.
You're missing out. I'll nod. And
Okay.
understand that he's not part of my flock.
He's a youngish looking human.
Trying to kill somebody.
Oh yeah, before I left, I asked what time the ship should arrive.
Oh, around noon. Sounds good.
I mean, I think that we're just turning it in for the night then, right? So if what we're looking for is the next morning at noon, and that's our best lead. I mean, great lead so far.
Only lead so far.
Yeah, right. Yeah, period statement. Holy, does Remy stay Remy?
I'll have to find out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I mean, just for my own curiosity, has Remy ever had a whole day before?
No.
I don't think so.
That's nuts. What would Remy do?
Does Imbibe remember what?
Oh yeah.
Graceland
Oh yeah.
told him?
He's understanding. I'm just curious, like how much, like, can Remy go to sleep and wake up the next day? Like, is that a thing that, like, that's a thing that Remy can do? He can hold the spotlight for that long? That's really neat. I'm just curious.
Remember, Remy's the more evil personality.
Yeah.
He bamps himself in and out.
Okay. That's cool. So we currently have a Remy. All right. Continue. That's really neat.
I am searching through maps right now. Trying to plan some stuff. All right.
On the way back to our house, if that's where we're going, not our house, and on the way back to the inn that we're staying in, I'd also like to pick up a very simple, what's it called? Net. Like anything that a fisherman would use.
I will check in with my retainers and see if they uncovered anything.
All right. So the dock that he told you about would have been this one here. So Smith is hanging out there all night. Everybody else goes back to your tavern.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I can
actually,
go to sleep.
actually, the red. Maybe put one of your retainers on the dock to keep an eye out.
He's already doing stuff.
Cool.
Hey, short guy, you want to talk?
Well, of course I do, Remy. How you doing?
I'm good. What's that thing that you've been carrying with you?
Oh, the apple box on my head or the piece of twine that I'm carrying in my palm?
No, the thing that you were offering those patrons back there.
Oh,
What is that?
I like sheepishly take out the bottle and like, have you ever heard of the mystical moonshines from the mountain?
Water?
You could call it that,
Firewater.
but we look at it as more of an ambrosia, or very rare. Would you like a little bit of a sneak of a peek?
Sure.
All right. Are we back at the inn at this point?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we waited until we got back.
Yeah.
I told you guys everything when you guys got back to the inn.
Yeah, I flag over one of our amazing bar matrons that we've taken very good care of and tipped her exceptionally well since we've been here, and pour 2 shots. Do you have a toast? Something that is special to you?
Yeah, me finally actually seeing things. Real things.
Can I make an insight check to get a better understanding of how it is for him to really have a whole day to himself?
Sure. You can roll it and he'll let you know how it works.
Insight.
10 or higher.
Nice medium
Imbibes
DC.
insight. Boom.
Oh, shit.
22. Looks like you know something.
Well, I mean, I am a monk. I mean, I know that I'm
Right.
drunken, but like people I get. So what do I see?
So Remy goes and explains how he's never allowed to go more than what is needed in a fight. So to actually be able to roam around, he's feeling a lot stronger.
Okay. And you're being completely honest. There's no lie in that conversation, right? With that roll.
Oh yeah, that if you would have rolled over a 10, I would have.
Yeah. I do. I pat after obviously the conversation goes like within the 30 minutes. I pat you on the knee and go. It's good to have you, Remy. I understand that perhaps your perspective isn't the same as the individual that you share a body with, but you don't seem to be that shifted to me. It's good to stretch your legs out. And I'm glad that we have you with you. And thank you for helping us.
What the little guy wanted.
I mean, I'll spend the rest of the night drinking with Remy if that's what Remy wants. But you do have to make a constitution roll on that particular thing that you'd stick us a shot of. Nat 20? Yeah, it's just like water.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You're doing all right, kid.
Remy fucking stone faces it.
Yeah.
Which I am impressed with.
It's amazing.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I'll shoot
That
the shit.
tastes pretty good.
Yeah, right. I'll shoot the shit with Remy for the night. I mean, this may be his only one night out ever. So yeah, I think I understand that.
Or you have unlocked Pandora's box.
Yeah, one of the two, right?
Yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything anybody else wants to do before turning in?
Just inquiring with my retainers to see if they uncovered any information.
What were they doing?
They were essentially posing as evil hobgoblins, saying that they had a squad of hobgoblins that were mercenaries and trying to be hired.
Which is a really good plan.
No. No success.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Things here.
In the calm before the storm, I'm going to be cranking out probably 2 hours today healing potions.
Okay.
Because we don't need them at the moment, but we will need them.
Yeah, you never know. Okay. And this one and this one. I've got so many tabs open. But I need them all. They're all so important.
What have you all done to Graceland?
Okay. So, with nothing else having to go on for the party for the rest of the night, y'all turn in, get a good night's sleep, another long rest. I don't think anybody should have any exhaustion left at this point, Maddie.
I don't think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember
I know
taking
you-
exhaustion.
I know you had quite a bit at one point.
At one point, yeah, I was up to 3.
Yeah. So you should be at 0 exhaustion at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So you get up the next morning. It's a nice sunny day. You all know what you have to do. The faith. Who are you casting that on and
That was an accident.
why? Oh, okay. I was going to say why. It's only 10 minutes. It'd take you more than that to walk over to the dock. You confused me. It's not difficult to do. Okay. So is everybody going to this ship, or how are you going to do this?
I mean, I think we should stick together, don't you guys?
Yeah, we
think?
should all go together. But in the morning, like before we all gather, Ozrak is going to go to the keep and explain to the guard what's going on,
Oh, smart.
Okay.
and go back to the party.
All right. And you'll head down to the dock. And I found a map that I can use.
And as everybody decides to wake up and wander their way out, you all see Remy sitting, soaking in the sunlight
Oh.
outside.
Like my dog Zoe laying on his back with his legs in the air, the sun in his belly.
More like sitting in a chair, cross-legged, old Western style like.
Gotcha. Like Doc Holliday before the fight at the OK Corral.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, what do I got to do here? Let me gather the party so I can move you all to the map. All together. Not that map. This map. Let me get everybody in here.
So is Remy and Masha Khan Chip and Dale?
Rescue
Oh.
Rangers.
I mean, like, is that what the new buddy cop? Is that? That's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Are we just getting out of bed in the morning? Because I'm still brushing my hair. Just want to let you know it
Yeah.
takes me a couple seconds.
How's it looking?
Well, yeah, everybody just waited for the red to go up to the keep and let them know what's going on.
Okay, well, I'll probably go ahead and self-groom myself near everybody, so just make sure I'm not that far behind.
Do you ever worry about your hair falling out, Shamant?
Well, back at that time, when the time area we're playing, I didn't realize that could be a thing. Yeah. Aha!
Also,
Although, like you said, Melinda, I'm looking at my brush now, and I see a couple strands of blonde hair flowing down. I'm
Uh-oh.
like, aha!
Uh-huh.
but you also have Doog in your
I was about
party.
to say, we do have a person that does hair tonic constantly, so.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
Well,
So
Duke's
everybody
always
has-
shedding hair somewhere.
Oh yeah, constantly.
A Duke toupee?
Yes.
A
All right.
toupee, oh Duke?
So I don't want you guys to put anything into the name of this map because I'm not putting a lighting layer on this map or anything. So you're going to see the whole thing.
Okay.
It is a named map and it has nothing to do with what we're doing here.
Okay.
It's just a map that I had.
Okay.
That's fair.
I can't wait.
It's not like we've.
Remy's in a cat
Pirate fight!
light
Yeah.
on Shamant Khan's hair.
Yeah, we haven't gone off the rails at all. Come on, Raj.
Actually, I think we've done pretty good staying on the rails today,
Oh, yeah?
honestly. Yeah.
Mm.
It took us
Yeah,
a minute.
but
to-
if you guys could see the map the way I see the map with all the stuff that came with it,
Oh.
God,
that I
sure.
moved to the GM layer
Oh, dear.
because it is not pertinent to this part of the campaign.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay.
Are we supposed to see anything here?
Can you not see the map?
Can't see anything.
Can you see a ship, Michael?
No, I see a black square.
All right, hold
Oh.
on. I did not have a lighting layer on here, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one.
Yeah, there is something because I've got shadows
Yep.
on it.
Yep, dynamic lighting was activated for the legacy lighting.
Mm.
How's that?
There.
I just
That
turned off
is
the
neat.
dynamic. I'm not sure where this map came from, but it was in my collection here. So I do have to grab one more thing. Come on. No.
I've now stuck Chip, 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 and Dale Rescue Rangers song stuck in my wife's head.
Oh my god, and it's just that sentence. It's just Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers. That's the only part over and over and over. That's all I have in my brain.
Oh my god.
Oh, husband.
But that's a good song to have stuck in your head.
I mean, it could be worse.
So I just
Yeah, it
accidentally,
could be Bop.
right?
Yeah.
I just accidentally went back and watched Tailspin, and I realized that the way that I DM is based upon Tailspin.
No, he was horrified. We were up all night, and he just was talking about all of the parallels. All night. The whole night.
Sure
I had
can,
a group
man.
of tokens named pirates. All kind of ship related tokens.
Hello, this is Don Carnage speaking to you in my voice.
Come on. Really? Really? Got all these cool things, but not what I'm looking for. Ah, this will work.
Das be a beautiful sheep.
Let's turn you around there. Here we go. All right, I'm not loading up this ship with 800 different tokens for all the different people on the boat, but
Why not?
because it's just too busy.
It's pretty neat.
Oh my god.
I had to zoom in to see what exactly what it was I was looking at.
Wait, what was the plan once we found out?
There
About
is one thing that I do have to put on this ship, though.
I mean, I think the plan is just for Remy to infiltrate,
Is that Duke?
get information.
No, might be
uh,
his cousin though.
yeah.
It's listed as pirate dog,
Aw,
so I had to put it on there.
pirate puppy.
It looks squished,
He does look pretty flattened. Whoa,
but
he's
he's not a
huge.
large creature. That's the way it actually looks. But yeah,
Goodness
it's-
gracious. Somebody has cast in large on that poor dog.
yeah.
I mean, going back to that question, I believe the plan is for Remy to essentially infiltrate the ship, gain information, find at least the supply line that is going towards this army, and then cut off the arm of resources to this dragon cult
So we're sending Remy in there alone.
with Shamak Khan.
I mean, Remy can be fine. I'll just.
I think he's already
I'm just
figured out the cult's operation. Like we're here.
So you guys see this ship. Smith has been here all night, so he saw the ship pull in and checked it out. Noticed that it doesn't have a name. So, making the assumption this is the ship that you were told about that doesn't have a name. So that's where you're all we're told
Mm-hmm.
this is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I have got to move some of this stuff because this ship is like really loaded up with crap. I can barely see. There we go. That's better. Now I can see the actual ship. Okay, so what are we doing?
I mean,
We're
obviously,
still trying to cut off their supply route. That's the point of all of this, right?
yeah, and figure out where it's coming from and blah blah blah, so we can
Right.
help the, help the leader
Well, I
of
mean,
the
it's
town.
coming from this city, so we're
Yeah.
gonna start seeing people bringing cargo to the ship,
Right.
essentially.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And someone that has a bigger brain cell than Imbibe should definitely be taking down, like what people are loading onto the ship, because now we're getting a direct line of where that money is going and what kind of goods and whatnot is happening to it.
I'm going to throw some people on the deck here.
Because somebody's making money on this. War is expensive for reasons.
Ah. So there are deckhands and people, and most of these tokens are showing weapons, but that's not what these people are doing. They're not just walking around with weapons. They're taking care of the ship and everything
Mm-hmm.
while it's in dock, getting ready to unload and load goods and stuff. But you can see it has a pretty hardy crew,
Right?
and they are wearing weapons like on their sides.
Mm-hmm.
They're all armed, but they're not walking around with their weapons out.
Right. They're not expecting trouble.
Right, right. So this is kind of like at a marina, right? Essentially.
Yeah, I mean it's the docks.
Mm-hmm.
So shipping
figure.
docks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doom
Yeah,
time.
it's not the only ship that's here. The dog is just over here chasing his tail. Okay.
I'll go up to Remy. I mean,
Oh, hey, hold on. Before we start,
Yep.
let me take that 5-minute break because my dogs need to eat.
Sure.
cool.
And
That's
I do
what I
have
was
one
trying
that
to
chases his tail. Is it? Okay. Let's do another 5-minute break here.
You got it.
I'll be back.
I mean, this conversation can go two ways. So that's why I was, we got to figure out if we want to find out who's doing it and then end this trade route, or do we want to try to figure out where the trade route is going and see if it's a bigger thing?
We know it's going to the army. Like that's if they work for the cultists, that's who they are supplying. Our mission was to figure out who is supplying the army. Like that was the rumor. The rumor we picked up on was Burdusk is supplying the Cult of the Dragon. Well, we got to figure out who in Burdusk is supplying the Cult of the Dragon. So best bet would probably be for those on shore just to watch who is bringing supplies to the ship.
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing?
Trusting in Remy.
All right. Is Remy going on board by himself? David, are you back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go onto the board and see if somebody can read this and where their captain is and stuff.
Okay. So if you're walking up the gangway, this first person right here is going to stop you. Who are you?
My name's Remy. Who are you?
I'm Bertha. What are you doing coming onto my ship?
You the captain?
No, I'm not the captain. Do I look like a captain? I'm here working on the deck. Captains don't do labor.
I'm not a sailor.
Obviously.
I was told
What
somebody
are you
on this
doing on my
ship
ship?
can help me read a note.
Come on board a ship uninvited to help you read? What is it you're trying to get someone to help you with? If I can help you to not come on board my ship, I'll do it.
I've already told you. I need somebody to help me read a letter. I was told today, noonish, a ship with no name will be here, and they'll help me distinguish what this note says.
Let me see the note.
I hand it over.
She looks at it. She looks back at you. Where did you get it?
I got it from a friend.
Tell you what.
I'd rather not give up their name.
Tell you what. I'm not going to deal with this. I have a lot of work to do. I'm going to have some fun today. Here's your note. Go up topside there. There's the captain. She's up by the rudder. And she points you to the captain up here.
The one next to the dog?
Yep. So, you see a human female, probably in her mid to late 40s. A little bit of gray hair coming out from under her hat. And she's tossing little scraps of meat to the dog. And she turns around and sees you and puts her hand on the hilt of her sword. Why are you on my ship?
Bertha told me to come up here because you could help.
Bertha's a fool that'll get you killed.
Oh dear.
What do you need?
Well, you should deal with her then. And I handed her the note.
She looks at it. Yes, what of it?
Can you read it?
Of course I can read it, fool. It's written in common.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know it.
Why
I was
are you
told.
giving this to me?
I was told to give this to somebody on the ship at noon of a ship with no name, and they will help me read what it says.
Well, that's a very interesting story. So, the person who gave you this note, you said was a friend?
Yes.
Your friend trying to get you killed? Doesn't seem like much of a friend.
I don't know. What does the note say?
The note says that I should slit your throat coming on board my ship.
Oh.
That's that would be a very, very bad thing to do if you.
You have no idea where you are right now, young man. Don't test me. Now,
I don't want
tell
to
me
talk about slitting throats.
Tell me the truth. Why are you here?
I was told at noon, ship no name, and hand this over. They will let me know what to do next.
What do you do for a living?
A lot of bad things.
Do you have a god?
Yes.
Which god is yours? It does
Tiamat.
make a difference. Tiamat. Yet you can't read this note.
No, I can't.
Tiamat doesn't like to suffer fools.
Maybe it was written for maybe only a handful of people to read.
Perhaps.
Maybe it was something on there to, if I hand it to somebody because maybe I can't read it, maybe you can help me read it and I would know what it said. That way it doesn't fall in the wrong hands if something may have happened.
I suggest you don't let anything happen to it. Your best bet is to destroy this note and go on living your life while you can. But remember who your God is. It will be important in the future.
Thank you.
No problem. Now get off my ship.
Grab the note and briskly walk back off the ship.
During this time, did we notice anybody, like the cargo that was being carried onto the ship?
Nope, there's nothing going on or off of the ship right now. They're just the deckhands are doing repairs and cleaning and stuff like that.
Nothing's entered
Looks
and
like
nothing's left.
they've been out for a while without having come to shore. But
So
there's
that
no
means-
movement from the hold at all.
They would have to resupply eventually. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no reason for them to take a port of call if it wasn't for export or import.
Or just a restock.
I was just gonna say a resupply.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we should just kind of blend in with the crowd and watch.
Agreed.
I feel like all of us are having brunch, essentially, by a little seaside shop by the marina.
Hey, you got all these cute little huts over
Yeah.
here.
Oh my
It's so
God.
nice. Oh,
Oh
my
my
God. It is
God.
so quaint. God, you can really feel the salt of the earth here.
It's like being in the Bahamas.
Mimosas are delicious, guys.
Buy one, get one? Oh, my God.
Bottomless mimosas?
Oh, Remy checks this this door right here at this building. Is it open?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside of it. Is there anybody inside?
No, it's empty.
All right. On the illusionary script, I will finish writing notes, and when he comes back out, he'll be Graysland.
That's
All
cool.
right.
You know, I think you're the first character I've ever seen in D&D actually use illusionary script. It's really neat.
Okay. All right. So I just went back and looked at it. I was like, wait a minute. How long does that last? 10 days.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a duration for a spell.
It's a Doctor Who spell.
Yeah. Only his is permanent.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's not letting me search, but I'm Graysland right now.
Okay.
You walk back up
So
to the
you
party
guys
and-
are just kind of hanging out by the dock.
So what happened? If you're coming back to us.
Graysland, though.
I know. So what? Well, you look a little bit better, but what happened?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna cast a message and to Imbibe and be like, "Hey, where are you?"
Well, this is weird. Hey, everybody, can anyone else hear this weird sound in their head?
You are the weird sound in my head.
Oh, fair enough. Which is my reply to that message, Imbibe not understanding how the spell works. No one's ever spoken into his brain before, so
Including him.
yeah.
I've done it before.
Message? Have you said the
All right,
message?
guys.
It's like,
Give me-
we're right by the
Just
dock.
a minute. I gotta go check on my dogs real
No
quick.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry, but that
Next
you,
message is going to Maddie.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
Oh my.
Well, I've done you, Maddie, and Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird playing a low IQ character. Like you don't know what to as the player, it's really hard to understand
What you do understand.
like what you do understand.
Yeah.
Like or what at what level are you playing at the stupidity or are you it's for me it's really
Okay.
rewarding.
Yeah.
Huzzah, the puppers eated.
Mhm.
Yay.
I have to separate one of the dogs, the young one.
Oh, yeah.
He eats here in the office with me because he's
Food aggressive.
so food driven. He'll
Yeah.
try to eat the other dog's food and they'll rip his face off.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So yeah. And the older dogs, they're slow to eat. So
Mhm.
I have to wait until they're done before I can let him out. And he
Mhm.
sits here and he just pokes his nose under my arm while I'm trying to type and do things,
Aw.
and it's really irritating.
It's sweet. You just want some tensions.
Yeah,
Aw.
he wants his booper booped.
Yeah.
That didn't work out too well. So I'm gonna cast message to Maddie.
Better idea. Much better idea.
Okay.
It's gonna start off. You can whisper to this, and I can hear you. You can reply to this message. Where are you?
Drinking mimosas close to the dock. Third tiki hut to the left.
You also hear Imbibe looking up at the heavens. Yes, person in head. How may I help you?
Yeah.
Grayson will walk up and he'll look at Five and whisper again at him and go, silence. You can whisper, and I can hear you.
Okay, strange individual in my head. I am listening. Is this whisper better?
And Bob, you may have drank too much of your own moonshine.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. That may be true.
So Grayson on the table, he'll put it out and for everybody to read it.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, this right here, this is what you need to know.
What exactly does it say?
Well, read it. Read it.
Is this the paper that you were trying to show them with illusionary script?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Grayson can read it, obviously, but
Right.
he doesn't know the spell.
Oh,
right. Okay.
shit.
Sorry. Just catching up. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he doesn't quite understand that you guys can't read it, but he can.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Maddie may have a clue about how that works.
No, not really.
Not yet.
No, she's been setting her thumb on fire for 2 months.
This is
so
true.
she's not that far into magic yet.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So
She finally
okay.
figured out Firebolt.
Yeah. Right. So Graceland, can you read it to me, please?
Oh yes. It says, and like he looks around, and you might want to get closer, guys.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
all lean in, like heads butting in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sounds
it
like
says,
a bunch of coconuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
he whoever can read this, I like Tiamat. The ship, no ship name, bad guy captain, blow up ship.
Oh.
Well, that's quite a direct thing. I'm gonna guess this came from your other half. She's the one that gave you this message. This is the information that he gave you.
Well, this is what I had.
Mm. You know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe not blowing up the ship, but at least calling the guard.
See, I disagree. I think blowing up the ship is the perfect idea.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute. There might be supplies and stuff on the
And
ship.
Maddie has just the Firebolt to do it.
but although that would be spectacular.
Maddie's dying for carnage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But perhaps we do have the help of the guard here. We can easily sanction the ship, right?
Oh, you mean like stop it from leaving port?
Well, wouldn't that solve the entirety of the problem?
I mean, at least temporarily, yeah.
I mean, since we have
It'd be good to have them ready, but we should still find out who from the town is supplying the ship.
So
We know
not-
they're bad,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we don't know who they're working with,
So-
which
so-
is the goal.
So, let's use the actual thing. Loose lips sink ships, correct? So should we inform the guard, and perhaps we show our hand too much if we inform the guard. But if we don't inform the guard,
Well,
it could leave without any kind of sanction.
I think we have to inform the guard if we're going to help General Godet.
Well, they know what
Guys.
we're doing. I've informed the town guard that we are here and that the ship with no name is suspected to be working with the Cult of the Dragon.
All right.
So they are aware of what's going on.
All right.
So,
Guys,
We should just find out who is supplying the ship.
So now,
Good guys.
Yeah.
It also says on here, Captain Kill.
To kill the captain. Well, if he can't leave, or if the captain can't leave, to kill it would be pretty easy. I mean, I think the problem is who's supplying the ship and where's the ship going? Like, that's the information. But
We can wait
Right.
before it takes off. Do something.
yeah, most definitely.
The ship is going to the army.
Is there a trade route? Are they making more than one stop? There could be multiple spots where they're dropping off
Correct.
supplies.
But that's after we figure out who in the town is supplying the ship.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think that's the straight line. Figure out what merchants are actually benefiting from this illegal trade. And then we can, after that, so we have to set up like a honeypot almost, without sexy lady. So wait to see who supplies the ship, because the guard already knows. So the ship will be sanctioned, unbeknownst to itself, sanctioned. Find out who's supplying it, and then kill and or question the captain.
But that's up to the guard. That's not up to us. Correct?
I mean, the information we have
All
from
depends on if they get here in time.
Fair.
yeah.
All right. So we wait for supplies. We wait for a merchant. What are we waiting for?
Well, I think the guard has
So
to
far,
be,
they have not brought any cargo onto the ship.
right.
Correct.
So, we're waiting for
we
them
have
to
wait
bring
for
cargo onto
Yeah.
the ship.
All right.
Yeah.
More mimosas.
Don't get too drunk, Maddie.
And maybe more guards. I look back to the sky. Secret voice in my head. Do you mind
Imbibe it.
telling?
Imbibe.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Silence.
Right.
You realize how close we are to the ship. You see it 60 feet away from us.
You're right.
That's great.
We are 4 tiki huts to the left.
Yeah,
We're
right.
really close.
Yeah. So we probably, I mean, like in general speak, we probably need more. We need more guards to make sure that they don't have a chance to leave
Well,
if they try.
If there's more guards here, then they're probably not going to feel comfortable and they'll leave.
That is true.
So right now they're comfortable. We're unseeming. We're just sitting at a restaurant. If it looks like they're starting to pack up and leave, we can stop them. But at this point, like, we were trying to find out who's supplying them.
Right. Yeah, I think that's correct.
So if we see boxes of weapons that say Foray's goods, they're probably coming from Foray's.
Right, and we can just track that back down and see who actually is the benefactor of all this horribleness.
Well, one good thing that can come out of it is if we kill the captain, that makes us the captain. We have our own ship.
We already have a ship.
I
And
mean,
why is Shamat Khan asking for more money for a ship?
I'm not sure how that works here in Burdusk, but
Right.
the property would probably end up belonging to the town.
I'm asking for more money.
For a ship.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
the
that's
second,
right.
that's the
Because
second game. Yeah,
I want to get a ship of our own.
Yeah.
Just
So-
because,
Do we notice any?
You
cargo?
guys releasing
Because-
Swamp Ghost.
it's always nice. It's always nice to buy rather than rent.
Right.
it's true.
Right. I mean,
And then we'll work on the chariots, Rob.
one day. One day,
So
chariots.
I've been thinking about this, and I'm the one who has been overthinking at least this part, because in my long career, I've done many jobs. I've been a longshoreman. I've been in charge of international shipping and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about all the different types of logistics that are involved in these ships coming in and stuff like that.
Sure,
kind of
sure.
expecting everybody else to understand that too. But you guys may not, because you may not have had the same types of jobs that I've had. So I got to back my own brain up a little bit.
Hey, Roger, why can't we just own a ship to own a ship?
And this is also
Because you ain't got the money.
Roger, this is also not modern times too, so they're probably not as organized and calculated as modern shipping is, where they go to row A, section 7, and find the shipping container filled with what they need.
Right. Which means that it would take even longer than what I am thinking. Most likely.
Yeah, that makes sense. But we have some really
because knowing what I know and having had the jobs that I've had in logistics and stuff like this and shipping and stuff, a ship like this would come into port and would probably be here for a couple of days. While they resupply their own stuff, while they unload any cargo that they may have and wait for the new cargo to arrive.
But you also got to factor in that this is like a potential like black market enemy, so they might not have that much time.
True.
Yeah.
But you also don't know that they might be doing bad shit, but operating above board.
Yeah, they could. I mean, like this could just be.
They might be waiting for the harbor master to come and inspect the ship and the cargo and stuff before they can unload.
Sure.
Things like that.
Right.
But we do have good information. We found a supply line. We know that there's a captain that is connected to Tiamat. The fact that he even knows who Tiamat is and could read the letter, we know that there is some connection, because there'd be no connection if there wasn't. We have a lot of information at this point. It just depends on how we want to act upon it. So
if we've killed a few hours and nothing's happened, maybe we should find an inn close by and only have 1 or 2 people watch the ship.
Well, I'm staying here because these are the best mimosa deals in town, and this tiki hut is fantastic.
I'm actually surprised that Maddie's having mimosas and not fuzzy navels.
That's fair.
Peach. It's true.
That's fair.
No, she would give fuzzy peach or fuzzy navels to other people. She would not keep those for herself.
I think there's a joke in there somewhere.
There certainly is.
Yeah. You can't leave and I wouldn't know what to look for. I'm the person that can't stay there.
Well, no, but I think we should stay in pairs, 2 or 3 people at a time. I don't think we can leave one person there.
Right.
If something bad happens, we can't have one person.
I mean, I think okay. Let's ask the group. Do you think that staking out this ship is the right idea? Like everybody, because that sounds like correct to me. Because I think our information ends at the ship. So a stakeout would give us more information.
Let everybody answer at once.
Yeah, right?
I've already said what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
James, you have an opinion?
Not particularly at this moment. And family keeps interrupting me, so I can't. We understand what's going on.
Sorry.
All right, so.
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I could turn into something to spy a little more subtly here.
Like a seagull?
If we want to do that.
Like a seagull.
Like, yeah.
A wharf rat?
I can stay for 3 hours in, like, I don't know about rat. I don't want to be stepped on. But, like, usually...
Well, no, like you
could do a rat.
Yeah, you could scurry along the rigging, and you could go through the whole boat, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the other is spider seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch out for those ship catters.
Oh.
There's a dog on this boat.
There is a dog on this boat, but I think
so
it's worth it.
If you want, I can go scout. Is the point?
Right.
I think that's a really cool idea. We don't know what's inside the boat.
Oh, Graceland can make somebody invisible for an hour.
I think the rat idea is pretty awesome.
Invisible rat?
Well, no,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to do
Invisible
that.
rat might be a good idea.
Yeah, right. You don't need to pop 2 spells on
Yeah,
that.
right. But the rat is.
Wild shape's not a spell, so it's only 1 spell.
Right.
Is there something smarter than a rat that you could become that wouldn't be intrusive? Because
Your brain doesn't change as a wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still have yourself.
You
Okay.
keep your intellect, your body changes.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take the physical stats of.
Yeah, at least that would let
The
us
form
look.
you're in.
At least that would let us look inside, right? I think that's really.
An invisible rat, like really, you're gonna have the highest perception in the world to know it's there.
right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Because at this
Well-
point, we just need information, right? I mean,
And
that's
you
really
guys
what we need.
you guys can just like walk off if they happen to be noticing you, and I
Oh.
walk off.
Well,
too,
like I
and
said,
out,
they're
out of
Oh.
sight, I would turn into a rat, like
Yeah.
like out of behind,
Sure.
off screen, if you
Yeah.
will.
Behind the
yeah.
tiki
So
hut.
there are other ships in this along this pier on both sides of the pier. Because like I showed on the Burdusk map, it's a long pier. It's a very wide pier,
Mm-hmm.
but there's other ships docked.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you guys are there specifically for an individual ship. You're like,
Yeah, and I mean, if we're at a
a
restaurant too, sitting around the table,
Yeah,
highly inconspicuous.
Right.
Like,
Right.
especially if Imbibe starts laughing and drinking a bunch.
Which is
Yeah.
what Imbibe does. So.
as long as you're all not just sitting there staring at this ship.
Right. No, actually, I think this rat idea could really be prosperous because what we need to know is information, right? We need to know what's inside the ship, what they're doing, and a rat on a ship is, especially if we're now doing an invisible rat, which is double cool. Like we can put somebody in there and figure out what's going on inside that actual place,
Yeah, it has like a whole hour
right?
to uncover the ship, which is highly doable.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's like an eternity for a rat to get in and look around and everything.
Right. I vote for this.
Yeah, let's do it. Send it.
Sweet.
What
Do we want somebody to go on the ship with them just in case?
I mean, we're all here, so like we're close enough.
Yeah, if something goes horribly wrong, I think that we can come in and help. But I think sending like an invisible person, like if somebody just takes invisibility and walks, that's just more highly likelihood of failure.
Just
Yeah.
one invisible creature, I think, has
A-
chances
a
of success.
person
Yeah.
walking across the gangway, even invisible, a person
Yeah.
walking across the gangway is going to get noticed.
It would make noise. It would make the wood bend. Like
Yeah,
it's a busy ship. Like, but a
I mean,
rat,
it's a big ship, so it's not going to rock the
Yeah.
ship, but it will move the boards for the gangway. It's-
right? Right. Invisible rat, I say. That's my bet.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Also, really good use of a spell that's out of combat. Are you doing wild shape essentially to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Let's see it. I want to see it.
Oh, he's already there. He's using a bear form though.
Oh,
I don't
how-
have a rat icon.
Yeah.
Can it be a chipmunk just to bring back the joke of chip and Dale?
Oh, stop. Oh.
So
It had
the
just stopped
question
for 5
is,
minutes.
As a rat, could I fit down between these grates?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm just gonna scout around the ship. You tell me if I run any place that's,
Just give me a perception check.
all
Or
right.
actually, give me 3 with advantage because you're invisible
Nice.
I got it.
and you have time.
Well, the first one was 18, both.
Okay.
Second one, 18.
Another 18.
Session brought to you by the number 18.
A 20 and
we got a 20.
Well, I'll take the 20.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So as you're scurrying around the ship, and I'm giving you like 50 minutes of running around because you're going to have to get off the boat, and I'm assuming
Yeah,
you want to do
I
that while
definitely-
you're still invisible.
Yeah.
You go down below deck, and there's a lots of wooden crates and boxes and barrels and stuff. They don't really have labels on them.
Okay.
Maybe symbols for food or for some type of textiles, things like that. But the cargo hold is mostly full at this point. And there are no people in the hold. It doesn't look like there's any activity. They're not like working to get ready to unload this ship or anything.
Okay.
But there, as you're going around, you see like where the crew quarters and stuff would be, because these are pirates and they don't close doors. Some of them don't even have doors. That you could tell they're pretty low on their supplies. There's not a lot of food laying around or anything. There's usually for a large group of people like this, there would be some containers of open food left out or something, and you're not seeing that. So you get an idea that they're mostly here to resupply for themselves,
Okay.
or to bring more cargo on board. But it doesn't appear that they're ready to unload anything here.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Fair enough. So I'll just
All right.
cruise back off and rejoin my friends. I'll drop behind this wall and transform back and tell them exactly what I saw.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So we really want to watch for them to take on stuff. They don't appear to be unloading, right?
Right. Yeah, it doesn't even look like they're preparing to unload anything.
No, there was enough room to take on things, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, my guess is that they're waiting. It's daytime, right? They might be waiting for night to, under cover of darkness, load in whatever they're, if they are up to no good, to load in, whatever they're smuggling. So
Right.
Mhm.
And you guys know that I mean, from just basically from the situation, that it's not like they just snuck in here and they're trying to steal some stuff. It was a scheduled stop because that guy last night told you that it was going to be here and at what time. So it's a scheduled thing for them to be here.
Right.
okay. So do we want to take shifts watching this boat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just let me know who's doing what.
Maddie's game for next watch if somebody wants to sit with her in a tiki hut.
Oh, I'm not leaving.
Oh, you're not leaving?
Bottom
I'm
of
staying with Maddie.
mimosas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Graceland has become fond of Matty.
Aw.
They're like
Aw,
influence.
that's awesome.
James said he'll be third. I'll go after that. In the meantime, I'll go back to the inn and still I'll work on some crochet.
Yeah. Still Dugan on what's going on.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
poor Doog.
I'll
Yeah.
take a watch with Lyndon L.
Okay, so we'll be third.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
James,
no.
yeah.
Let's take a fourth.
so Chronic, has Doog just tasted one of his potions that didn't work? Is that why he's sick?
You got fleas.
Could be.
Is he shedding too much and he's embarrassed?
I would like to wait and ask Mitch.
Yeah, of course.
right.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
see what he comes up
It's
with.
purely speculation on our
Yeah.
part.
Mm,
Yeah.
We tease because we love.
yes.
Well, he's probably watching us.
Yeah.
we'd be able to tell.
Mm.
Since while I'm away from the ship, I'm just going to go relay more of the information to the Queen's Guard.
Yeah, I think we actually
Um,
really.
that we think it's like an above board ship that they're operating with like legit papers, and tell them how we found them out so that we know that they're the cult because of the illusory script.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
I think. I
So
think.
they will know that like they'll probably end up finding out like the actual name of the ship and the name of the captain and
Yeah,
so and then I'll just go relay that information back to Lindenell and wait for my shift.
yeah. Having. I think having the power of the guard is probably our best ace in the hole right now, because we can stop its travel. I mean, like the more the cleaner the information chain in between us and the guard, I think the better.
It's always a good idea to have good information, especially vetted information.
Yeah. Also, if we've been informing the guard, would they not be patrolling down here a little bit?
No, they're hanging back and letting you guys do your thing. You have a
Okay.
reputation for being good people, for being
Yeah.
heroes, and for
Sure.
getting the job done.
Okay.
As relaying that information, I just want to like make sure we have the go ahead to start a fight essentially.
Hmm.
If we need to, like, because there is potential for that.
As a last resort only is what they will ask. Try to get them involved before you have to do anything, because they have more forces and they could potentially solve a conflict without any destruction happening in their port
Right.
before people start throwing fireballs around and blowing shit up.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I know. It's not your city. You don't care.
2 seconds before the first fireball, I cast light on the ship.
I
What
start
happened? I don't know. Their ship lit up, so I blew it up.
Yeah. So weird.
throwing into the harbor.
Oh my goodness. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why they're known as Demolition Force.
Oh, this is Graysland talking. I can't be like Remy. I'm sorry.
Then yeah, I relay that information to the party that we probably shouldn't start a fight.
Agreed.
Well, I don't.
Yeah. So the guard will tell you that they, with this information, they have several of their ships readied, and they're like ready to go. So
Perfect.
if
Okay.
something does start to go down, they're gonna form a blockade around this ship so it cannot leave.
Yeah, that's
But
huge.
So-
that's why they don't want to start the fight, because they don't want some stuff happening to their ships.
Yep.
They want to be able to get into position and stop it from the outside in.
So yeah, just the watches and figuring out who's supplying this ship, and then we'll know exactly what the lady in the big chair really wanted us to find out.
Mm.
All right. So who has the first watch?
I think.
Was it Maddie and
That was
Imbibe?
Yeah.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
So what is it? Maddie, Imbibe, and
Graceland.
Graceland?
Graceland? Yeah, I think that's that first one.
All right. So somebody give me a perception with advantage out of those three, or everybody just roll it straight.
Yeah. Okay. Let's all just roll it
You
straight.
get one with advantage or 3 straights.
Yeah. Let's do 3 straights. Perception. There's Imbibe. Here comes Maddie. Perception.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah. So it's still late afternoon, early evening.
Those
There's not really
be
much.
hit.
Huh?
I said those mimosas be hitting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
But
they
there's
all-
not really much going on. You see that all the deckhands have pretty much left the top of the deck. They're probably going down below to have their dinner or whatever.
I mean,
There's still a couple of them up there just sort of standing guard and repairing different things.
I mean, have you tried these tapas? The lamb lollipop is fantastic. Very, very good. All right, I think that's
Tarragon.
Yeah, tarragon.
What Imbibe doesn't know is those are actually frog legs.
No, he does not know. He's under the impression that they are lamb lollipops.
Lamb lollipops. Good lord.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Who's on the second watch?
So let me get who's the second shift? We have a third and a fourth, and who's second? Are you guys staying for a second shift?
I mean, we can do some more perception.
No, that's
rolls.
not fair. That's not fair. Aha! I'll take the second shift.
There he is.
And Imbibe said he was staying there the whole night. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Imbibe's a drunkard who doesn't really pay attention a whole lot.
This is also true.
All right. So Shamat shows up.
I'll
So-
take over the shift now.
so
Aha!
Shamat and Imbibe, again, we can either do one check with advantage or two individual regular checks.
How do you want it?
2.
Okay.
So just roll normal for perception. Look at Imbibe getting a decent roll.
Right?
So, Imbibe, were you able to convince Shamat to drink some of your stuff? Is that why
Well,
you didn't
I
notice
mean,
anything?
Trying. I've offered.
And he looks at him strange, like whatever he's trying to give him looks like it's burnt acid.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
I'm
not
going
clear.
to say, well, I would normally like to, but right now I'm on I'm on duty. I'm on shift. I'm on my shift. I really can't right now, but it might mess up my hair. So I'm gonna have to say no at this point in time.
You're bad as the red
uh-huh.
one. You're bad as the red one. You won't drink with me either. That's fine. Enjoy your watch. Get the mimosas. It's a fantastic deal. I don't know why I became Russian, but that's still what I said.
Oh, yeah.
That's sort of.
That's what I was going to
It's
say.
alcohol.
You're slipping back in there with Strahd.
Yeah, right.
All right. So you guys notice that some of the crew members have come back up on deck. It's getting into the evening now. It's about 9 p.m. And time for third shift to come in. So that's Smith and who else was on third shift?
I do think at this point that Imbibe has figured out that they actually meant bottomless mimosas and has retired back to our housing.
Right.
I'll
Who
head
is
back
on-
for third shift as well.
Okay. So again, you guys either one with advantage or two normals. I don't care how you do it. Perception.
What's your perception? What's your perception score?
+4.
You're better than mine. Mine's 0. Take it with advantage.
All right. See, a +4 doesn't mean a whole lot when you roll low.
Just for fun.
I have learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
See.
I've learned that with some of my characters that have really high scores on some things. You roll in that one, it still doesn't make a difference. Not that you did, but that was my
Still
point.
better than what I've got. Would have gotten.
Yeah.
My natural perception is a 14. I haven't rolled above that yet.
Wow. So just with your passive perception, you you see that the crew looks like they're getting ready to receive something. They're opening up the hatch for the hold, but nothing has arrived on the pier yet. But it looks like they're going to get something. So how about the next shift?
Lyndon L, what's your perception?
It is. Well, I have a +6.
Okay, I'll give you guidance and then go ahead and roll with advantage
Okay.
and add a D4.
Yep. I'll add one to
Hell
both.
yeah. Jiminy crickets.
So the first one is for the 20,
For 29.
Yeah, 29. Oh no, sorry. Those are 28.
Hell yeah.
All right. So Lyndon L, you don't see him yet, but you can hear that there's several carts on the road headed down to the pier,
Okay.
like the horse-drawn carts.
Oh, okay.
They haven't come around the turn yet to turn onto the pier, but they're definitely headed this way.
And so someone was going to grab the party. Have they started to come or?
I don't know. You tell me. Is the whole party going to return?
Will Smith sent
Grace,
someone. Graceland, yeah.
Okay.
Nell, can you cast the illusory script?
I can't. No.
I went
Okay.
to get everybody.
Okay.
Would Graceland have made it back before?
Yeah,
David?
I would think so because I'm doing this for like 3 hour.
While we
3 hour
hear the
steps.
part coming, I'll have Graceland prepare an illusory script saying that we are royal inspectors from High Queen Cerelia, and we have permission to inspect any cargo leaving the dock.
Okay.
And then,
awesome.
then we will wait and receive the carts around the corner so the ship can't see us.
Okay. So make a note of that because we're going to end the session here.
Perfect.
6 p.m. Mr. Glassford, outro time.
Well, it is that outro time indeed, but it's been another great time indeed. A lot of awesome role playing and a lot of Shamat Khan brushing his hair. But we will digress on that. But again, it's been an awesome time. If you have any thoughts on what we do, if you want to be part of what we do, go ahead and reach out to us, Pop Culture Cosmos, on any social media outlet or popculturecosmos@yahoo.com. Please go ahead and hit that follow button or subscribe button, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, or whether you're on Facebook. Please, we need all the followers we can get. And I know Roger mentioned it during the broadcast today. We are in the works of making our own Patreon. So looking forward to going ahead and doing that in the coming weeks. But also as well, and we got other great RPG broadcasts we have all week long for you. Again, tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday, and the weekend. So there's great RPG games all week long. Looking forward to having you here. Looking forward to having you watching us and listening to all the great stuff that we do. Thank you so much for supporting us again. Please check out also as well the latest Pop Culture Cosmos, where we have reviews of Zack Snyder's Justice League and also as well episode 1 of Falcon and Winter Soldier already up for you right now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Gerald.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Just want to throw in there that right now I am looking for possibly adding 1 or 2 more players to this campaign to round out the party a little bit better, since we don't have the bard and we don't have a rogue right now.
Yeah.
True story.
Okay.
So I think it would help the party out. So if you like what I think is a pretty good mix of role play and combat, and you don't mind the big party and epic battles and stuff, get a hold of us at Pop Culture Cosmos, and I'll see about maybe getting you into the game. You can join us
Sounds
on
fair
these
enough
Monday
indeed.
adventures.
Yep. Let us know if that's the case. We'd love to have you aboard on one of our adventures Monday or any other day. Please let us know. Pop Culture Cosmos on any social media. Thank you so much for joining us on today. Hopefully you get a chance to check us out on our Discord as well. We truly appreciate you checking us out again. And please follow us right here at the Pop Culture Cosmos.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Thank you.